One second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quite important. If somebody's in y'all might can see me, I can't see you guys yet. My shit still ain't pop up on my screen. It should be bugging. Maybe because I'm using a third party software, so I don't know. Restream, but it takes a minute for you guys to see it before I do it. Now I see it, but I still can't see you guys. Like I said, as you guys come in, you'd be so kind to hit the like button. We tweet you guys out and just put some tags in here, and I'll be able to see you guys in real time in 1 second. Let me see. Gears 5. What's it? Stranding. Borderlands 3. Let me see. Monetization. Like I said, you come in, type the like button, So type something in the chat. You be so kind. I'm a little funny here today. Stranding. Somebody breathing hella heavy, hella hard. What's going on here? Hold on, 1 second. Trey, you there, Trey? Oh, I'm in this bitch by myself. Hold on. The hell happened? Am I still live?
What's going on?
All right. Okay. Do me a favor. Look. Yeah, we live. You see me? You don't see it, Trey?
Trey's busy looking in the mirror.
What Trey doing, man? Hold on, man. I gotta. Jesus Christ. Hold on 1 second. I had some ringing and shit in my background. The Ravenflow has yeah, we gonna talk about it. The Ravenflow, we gonna talk about it, man. Yeah, man. Sales are kind of abysmal on Steam. We're gonna talk about that. Listen, as you guys come in, I don't know what the trade back they're doing. As you guys come in, hit the like button, type something in the chat. I'm gonna shout you out. I'm gonna share this out right quick. We're gonna have a little fun here today. Get back to doing my shows. I done fell off, man. It's like you miss a week, you miss a lot, right? But a few things I want to talk about. But yeah, Ravenflow, what's up with you, man? Yeah. Also, too, though, I want. Hold on. You there, Trey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, I see the chat.
All right, now do me a favor. Type something in the chat. Trey, you're gonna shut you out. I'm gonna get ahead and finish tweet. But also, as you stand, like I said, I want to do a show. Like I said, I was gonna do it before. Some of you guys have been rocking out me for forever. To bring you on, and get you guys' opinions. Well, I see in the chat, you guys leave a lot of interest in the chat. I'll take about 4 or 5 of you guys out of the chat and just have a show with us. I mean, a way of me saying thank you, and voice your opinion to my, on my dog shit platform. But I guess if you guys come in, type something in the chat. Trey's gonna shout you out. I'm still sharing this video over Twitter and everything, so Trey, get and shout everybody out.
Bet. So we got Nailbat.
Yo.
What's going on, man? 6996. What's going on? Idon Rizzy. Mario Heat. Vegan VR King -D Gamer Cat. I hope I read that right. Sage Mo Lewis. What's going on?
Yeah, that's my dude.
Dexter Sutton. Scorpion King 501. Ashan Rashid.
That's my dude.
Ravenflow. Cake Batter. Miss Fee. The Coon 85.
This crazy ass name there, bro.
That's a classic name, dog.
Hey, you at least could have put a K in that motherfucker, sudden, bro.
The Truth.
Yeah.
OG. John Jets. The Nail. Oh, wait, I already said his name. Dude, Spider Silver 147. 706 Gamer. The hell? Jackie.
Yes.
Scott. Chris Scott. Yeah, I know that's
no.
That's Noah the bum. You bum.
Andre Wright. D Web.
Shit, D Web. My UK brother.
Right outdoors car. Rakudo Perez. And shoot, so far that's it, man.
Yo, shut up, Rakudo Perez. So, like I said, if you guys come in, type something, hit the like button.
And your boy SS9 Vegeta.
That's my brother there.
Yo, Rakudo Perez said my sister ain't here today.
Oh, she ain't here today? God damn it! I got my new shirt. Hey, yo, listen, Perez. I got my brand new shirt on for your sister, too, man. Like, yeah.
Do that shit.
When you feel in your body, you feel somebody. You know what I mean? I got my brand new shirt on for your sister. She ain't show up today. So I'm going to go back and watch the replay. Yo, you say motherfucking Zaya wore a brand new shirt for you today, baby. He was thinking about you. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Where am I right here? I can't even find my own damn show. Like I said, as you guys come in, Hit the like button. We got a little fun here today. Also, too, shout out to, like I said again, shameless plug. Why the room is still filling up. Shout out to everybody that been supporting me in my dog shit streams on Twitch and my journey to become a pro streamer. Like I ain't gonna lie, I've been having fun. Dogs, but listen too, I got an excuse, a valid excuse for my shitty play on Gears 5. Right? It's like I do good, then I do bad, and I do like dog shit. Right? I had my settings wrong on my controller, like, and just so happened by the grace of God that a Gears video popped up, just whatever in my mentions. I was hearing, probably doing some coke or something, right? And I was like a Gears 5 professional player and saying how you should have your controller. Like I had my outer and my dead zones, they was fucked. Remember, you got like I'm pulling the trigger, and nothing happened, or I'm hitting like what the fuck, like yo. Since I had my outer and shit too, I had my shit at 10, and it was like I had my shit in 10 and 5. It's supposed to be 2 and 1. Now, man. Ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody grandmother safe out there, bro. I started to go live yesterday, but I had a lot of shit to do, man. But anyway, shout out to all you guys again. Like I said, if you have Amazon Prime, and even if you don't, first shout out to you guys. But those, like I said, Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to my channel for free. And I appreciate it. Like I said, shout out to each and every last one of you. Even you guys in here today. But as we're about to, before we get started, Sean, what's going on with you, brother? I haven't spoken to you. About a week or two?
About a week or 10 days.
About a week. About a couple of days.
You've been busy with with your feet and that.
My feet. Stupid.
I've been busy with family, just playing Gears 5Z. What a fantastic game so far.
So yeah, you know what's crazy? I said I haven't really talked to you. That's right. Gears came out. I haven't really. Last time I spoke to you was right before Gears came out. Right, yeah. So I haven't spoken to you since then. Like, what are your thoughts about the game? We can start. Yeah, what are your thoughts about the game, bro?
Yeah, I'm loving the game, Z. Like, let's put the graphics, the performance and all that. We know that's performing very well. The actual game, the story is really good so far, Z. I'm on Act 3. I'm on the desert part when you're on the skiff. And like I said, you can do side missions with this Z. You can do side quests. It's not the biggest. It's not like Assassin's Odyssey or Red Dead Redemption. But it's just enough that it gives you that extra bit of gameplay to like go explore and enjoy the game a bit more instead of staying in that linear, just playing just going A to B. Do you know what? So far the story is really good and I'm liking it so far what they've done with their game. So the Coalition, respect to Coalition, they've done a good job so far.
Like I said, I know people were complaining about the bugs and the glitches. I did run into my first one. On the snow map when Noah was driving. It was me. Shout out to, it was Noah and my man, the Chosen One, and I fell off the. We fell through the ice or some crazy shit. It was like a bug, and we had to restart over. But that's the only one that I ran into. Some people say they can't progress the story past a certain part. Like I said, like I did in my first impressions of the game. I know. I'm not saying all games. Some online games you're gonna have issues. That's just the nature of the issue. But normally, like I said, when it comes to the Xbox games, besides outside of the Master Chief Collection, I know that had a lot of issues, and it is what it is. Normally, they tend to work more or less. You know what I mean? And for a game like Gears, that's one of he said Gears of Force and Halo. That's one of Microsoft's top 3, and it's kind of disappointing that because they had. Stress tests, alpha tests, or whatever the fuck the case is. I don't think they imagine that much traffic on the game. $2 Game Pass. We're gonna talk about the sales on Steam in a minute, but a lot of motherfuckers, whether they're gonna buy or keep the game or not, downloaded the Game Pass for $2. You know what I mean? And I don't think they expected that much traffic. Not making any excuses for it, because there is no excuse, especially when you're paying for something online. $60 a goddamn year. You know what I mean? Whatever fuck Xbox Live costs now. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be no issue, but like I said, every day they're rolling out server updates, this, that, and the other. It's still having problems with tracking your stats online. There are issues with the game, but overall, first of all, you don't play online. You got to come online with it, Sean. Like shout out to the Chosen One too. He never played Gears Online either, right? And he played a couple of matches of King of the Hill, and he loved it now. You got to come online with us. But what do you like I said? Yeah. Go.
It's a time with the online. It's a time difference, you know, because I'm 5 hours ahead. You
Well, I
guys
ain't got
play
no
later,
job,
so
so ain't no you ain't no excuse. I ain't got no job.
yeah.
I'm always on. You know, this is my job.
No, we're
I'm trying
definitely
to
gonna
become.
play. As soon as I complete the main story,
Mm-hmm.
we're definitely gonna play it. The only issue I've not run into bugs. I'm very lucky with that, to be honest. And the problem is, it's like they done the campaign with co-op online. They done it like a lobby where you play online. They should have kept that separate because people did struggle to play the game. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
main story. You shouldn't have a problem playing the main game, the main story, and
But
that's one
I
of the
don't know if
issues.
I don't
I've
know if
never had a
it's.
problem, but
I
they
don't
should
know
have
if
never.
it's I don't know if it's like well, I guess is it an always online game? Like I don't even know. Like at this point, but there is
And that's
issues.
the problem, Z. Like with these consoles going into the next generation, always online. I know we always online, but look at the servers. They tend to go down. It's
Uh,
not reliable.
it's not. But I think that not again. I'm not making excuses here. I just going forward. You know what I mean? That's just how you say the nature of the beast, man. You know what I mean?
Z, how far are you into the game?
Like on shit, Chapter 2, Act 2, Act 3, or something like that. I
So
just
you're the
listen.
eye
I just
the
defeated
eye
the
stage.
what's the guy name with the hammers? The big thing. We beat him,
You
and right
beat the
after that,
war?
Yeah,
the war. I beat
the
the war. We beat
warden.
the warden, and right after we finished that board there with the warden. You know what I mean? Then think we went to
Yeah.
that. Whatever. Right after
When you,
that.
f- yeah, when you
Right after.
first bump into him,
Yeah.
that's
You
the
know.
first
Okay,
time
so when you first when you first
yeah.
get the skiff, when you first start riding the skiff.
Yeah, but I cleared. I cleared. We cleared. I think we might be at the last mission to go into Act 3, but we did all that, and then you had to go
No, yeah.
inside with the
Okay, so
gas
you on
and
the matriarch and shit.
yeah, whatever. That's why I am. But that's great. Like I want to. I don't want to do it alone. I want to co-op it and have fun. And then again with the multiplayer, King of the Hill and TDM and all that. So I haven't tried these. I don't even know what the hell escape mode or I said I was gonna do a horde mode. I never really got into the horde thing. I've always been.
I haven't even touched horror mode yet. I need
Yeah, you know
to.
what I mean. I haven't done any of those things, but overall, you're liking the game. What you played thus far?
Of course, like from Gears 4 to Gears
That's what I
5,
wanted to ask you.
there's big improvements. You know, like just the world like Z, you played it with the ice stage with the skiff. It's a lot bigger, even though if the side missions are like dog shit. You know, it's something because you're looking for upgrades. Like Z, the upgrades. I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's a couple of upgrades with your suit travel now because it's completed it. Like you
Well,
go
only thing I'm
invisible.
upgrade
You
as
can do
far as Jack,
visibility in it.
Jack,
Yeah,
upgrading Jack. I ain't seen nothing for my
yeah.
suit yet. Hold on one
And
second.
like I said, I'll say Z, you get ability to do invisibility as well
Oh, with the
in
cloaking
the
and stuff.
game.
Okay.
Yeah, cloaking and all that. So these little things, little changes. I think they've done a great job so far.
Yeah, I did say this for those. Like I was talking to Alex and I was saying he says the same thing as Gears 4, and I said no. You know what I mean? It's a difference between. This is what 5 is what 4 should have been. Not saying 4 is bad because I like Gears. You know what I mean? But 4, I don't know. Like I was trying to explain to Garrett and those guys, the PC guys, not the Garrett's the PC guy, King's Blood, that the game is smoother. And of course, like I said, if you have the X, whatever, 60 frames in the camp. I'm just talking about overall the engine, even online, is not as clunky. Everything is geared. Click, stick. And I'm not saying you don't click there, but it's a much smoother transition from cover, hip fire, you know what I mean? And
Man, that engine is dog
oh, there
shit.
go my brother. There go my Latino brother. Oh shit!
Second.
God damn it! Hit the like button.
Hold on.
God damn it! Hit the like button.
That
Here's,
shit
here's my main problem with Gears
dog
5. Since
shit.
y'all want to talk
I'm
about
kidding.
since y'all want to talk about what they call it. Since y'all want to
That
talk about
Unreal
the
Engine 3 is dog.
Oh, okay, hold up. Let me put it this way. Hold up.
Engine three.
Hold up.
Oh,
Shout out to
wow.
my brother, Gaming Despair. Hold up. He donated $2
What's going
super
on,
chat.
man?
He said Sub-Z will try Gears 5 for the first time on PC today. And Gaming Despair, real nigga to a fuck nigga, right? He was a weirdo for that PC shit. I just want to let you know that, right? We're true fuck nigga. My man Canolius King, my brother here. He said, donated 5 super chat. Since you got your settings right, I gotta hit you with a new challenge on stream. Yeah, man. My man Canolius King will support me. My dog shit stream for me to become a pro. Y'all tired of me getting shot and shit, right? Y'all want to keep me in the house? You gotta support your boy, man. The when I get dead, somebody shot me with 2 bags of reefer in the street. Like, God damn, we missed niggas in this content. You gotta support me. You wanna keep me in the house? You like me and my land of the living? Yeah, I mean, you got to shoot the weed, man.
You
Hey,
gotta
what's
hope
good with
because
you?
you know you gotta hope my man Z because we don't have universal health care.
Yeah, trying to tell you, right? You know what I mean? They trying to say, wait, Obamacare. I'm fucked up out here.
Hey,
Depends like
it ain't like they ain't got track hair. They ain't got track hair automatic, bro.
Hey, P-Rock, what's good with you, though, bro?
Hey, fam. I've been in the army for like four and some change right now, dude.
Oh,
That
my
track
man.
hair.
Thank you for that, your service. Yo,
Hey.
my man said track here, bro. My man, he using that super chat to buy them EpiPens.
Hey, yo, for real, fucked up out here. Hey, you know, they ain't got no respect for the police. Hey, P-Rock, what's good with you, man? I haven't spoke to you in a minute, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking government's getting every ounce of fucking work out
You
of
out
me
there,
and shit like
motherfucker,
that.
building a
Yep.
battery back bomb with a Swiss
damn.
Army knife, man.
He's
You
still in Germany, P-Rock?
Yeah.
I thought you was in Italy. You're in Germany. Oh, you?
No,
you
I went to Italy
Oh,
for
okay.
vacation.
I got you. What's going on with you otherwise, man? Everything's
Chilling, man.
smooth?
yesterday, yeah, man. Family's good. Fucking
How the
stay
wife
my
and
house.
everything? Hey,
Yeah,
y'all
my
look
house
happy as
survived.
hell out that motherfucker taking y'all motherfucking trips.
Hell yeah,
That's
man.
what's up, man.
It's the way it should be. It's the way it should be.
We're right now we're pretending to be J-Lo
And Mark Anthony.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but without the money.
Without the money, yeah, I ain't lying. I seen motherfucker Puerto Rico there feeding the goats some cheese. Look at this motherfucker here in the petting zoo. This nigga, you got the nigga living in the Bronx all his goddamn life. Ain't never been to the Bronx Zoo. He want to go overseas and pet the monkeys and feed the goats cheese. Look at this motherfucker, true fuck nigga.
I'm trying to be like Brother Nature. And
Yeah,
shit.
for real, right there with straw in his mouth with the hillbilly hat on. Look at this fuck nigga here though. Yeah, but like I said, I've been seeing you completed Gears. You said the ending. I ain't got that far yet.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well here's the thing. Now, before I'm going to get into the show, as you guys come in, still hit the like button and your honest opinion, because I got some other shit I want to talk about, some spooky shit here. And your honest opinion, going from Gears 4 to 5, have you seen an improvement in the game?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh.
It is smoother.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
trying
could
to explain.
It's smoother. It's a lot smoother. You could tell, man. I mean, so like, I'm gonna have to give PC dudes some credit, like, because if they play games, you know, they adjust
60,
settings or whatever, and they play their shit like at 90 frames, because a lot of them they play above 90 now. I mean, above 60.
Yeah, they said 60 is driving. They doing 120.
But you know, and I used to think like, man, these dudes are retarded.
Yeah.
But if all you play is 90, then I can see if you go back to 60, you're like, oh, what the fuck is this? Because that's what you're used to. But because I'm used to Gears at 30, that's all you know. So playing it at full 60, I'm like, man,
There's a huge difference.
Like, it's smooth as fuck. It's a lot smoother, which makes the animation. I don't know, like, they didn't change the animation, but it looks better.
It looks cleaner.
It's
Here's
cleaner.
my only look. I actually did like Gears 5. The story, like I said, the story I'll give about 7 out of 10. But I will say
this is the only Gears you played, Trey, though. This is your first Gears ever.
I'll give.
Alright, hold on. Before my man Trey go on to speak, we pay these bills right quick.
7 out of 10.
Hey, Puerto Rock, yo, check it out, P-Rock. This nigga fuck nigga Trey, he got to set the lungs on him. That nigga talk fast. Hold me pay these bills right quick. Game in this space said, fuck, I'll be better than y'all on playing tonight. That's all we got to do. Game in this space, we got some fun tonight. Von Lamont, I'm streaming today. I'll be on it today. Okay, my man, Stop Dog, what's good, man? That shit looks fire. What you talking? What looks fire? You talking about Gears or you talking about Death Stranding? We gonna talk about the Death Stranding too, P-Rock. Hey, P-Rock, we gonna talk about it. Now listen, I done lost 7 subscribers.
I will make before we move on to Death Stranding, when we get there, I will officially say I did not see the 50-minute video. So I am not responsible, nor am
what
I
you about
liable.
to say.
All right, the words, you know what I'm saying? The words of the Pony Enterprise does not necessarily represent Border Rock Nation. That is my disclaimer.
That's your disclaimer. Okay.
I got Rob Shapiro and Johnny Cochran as my lawyers. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Hey but listen. Now,
it ain't me.
Hey, like you were saying, right? And like on this channel here, right? I know my integrity is always in question, but you never hear me talk about resolution or frames per second, right? I didn't have 30, but I honestly, like I was saying, going to next generation, like everything should be 60 frames, single player.
I agree.
I listen. I can definitely see the difference.
Every game
should be. I know online is there. I know you're gonna get 60 online. I'm just talking about even the single player aspect. So if that's what it is that makes it so smooth, or whatever, 60 frames. Like I fucking love it. You know what I mean? Like everything should be going forward. Should be 60.
Like next gen, they shouldn't worry about trying to do upscale 8K, only that bullshit. What they need to do is lock down 4K at 60. I'm telling you, man, the games there has to be that should be the big deal of next gen. 60 frames. We need to locked 60 frames. That should be the developers and the industry standard for next gen. Not, can we try to do checkerboard 8K 30? Fuck that shit.
I'll be impressed if they fuck around and get Destiny to goddamn 60 frames.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest. 30 frames is fucking ridiculous with Destiny. Like the fact that you managed to get Halo 60, but you can't get Destiny 30.
They need to be 6. Like the industry standard should be like the industry. They should look at each other like, damn, your game is at 30. Fuck is you doing?
Yeah,
like you an indie developer?
Right. Yeah, hold on, what's up? Let me pay these bills right quick. My man, shout out to my brother Floyd. Maybe a long time no see. Good brother Z, what up? Death Stranding is dog shit. God damn it. My brother Stop Doc said, what's going on? Long time no see. Stop Doc. Hey, Stop Doc. Also, do me a favor, brother. Could you reach out to me on Twitter? If you got Twitter, I'll leave the link here so you can inbox me. So I like to see your shirt or something again for supporting this dog shit platform. He said, Death Stranding is the reason I know now how some of my mail got lost. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. But before we
next gen, you know, for consoles, we should all fanboys should come to agreement. That if any game on console comes out at 30 frames, you automatically call it an indie.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right?
Like even if it's like Spider-Man 2, if it's 30 frames, another indie. They give no respect.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing right here, Puerto Rock, right? Where you got to realize this is what's going to happen next generation, right? Because again, you give developers more power, right? They're going to make a prettier game to make it stand above whatever, right? And you're gonna say, because look, you see what happened when Kate Megan they choked the shit out of D over 30 frames versus 60 frames. Remember that shit, right?
How tall is you?
How tall is you, D? trying to keep a black brother down, right? Remember that shit? You know what? Sidebar. I have never made that argument public. I might do it. Like, AK Mega. Get at me, man.
Look, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
My man said, how tall is you?
But as I was saying, you give them more power, right?
And this was 30 versus 60. Yeah. Yo, that shit was funny.
You give developers more power. Most likely, they're going to make a prettier game, right? And they're going to say, if it doesn't, like, you take a game like God of War, right? Even though God of War Section did have fucking multiplayer, I don't know if people played it or not. But you get, I'm just not saying it's going to happen, but you give Sony Santa Monica more power, right? I think if they come up that month, because God of War is already pretty, they come out that motherfucker and make a game, have everybody fucking, drop dead gorgeous, no one's going to, especially console guys, no one's going to talk about the 60 frames again, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because, and like I said, and this one thing I can take my hat off to Coalition, and like I said, you got to be subjective, whether you like Gears or not, and, fine. But what I'm just saying, I'm a Gears of War fan, so, but I'm trying to be non-biased. But the campaign itself, forget the multiplayer, because multiplayer online's always been 60. Like, it's smooth in a motherfucker. Like, I don't, like, I wish Post was here today, maybe he might hop in. He was talking about how they were able to optimize the engine more. All that's well and good. Like, even that, like I said, it's not as clunky, but it's just fucking smooth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kept saying it, so what are you talking about? Man, the motherfucker's smooth. Like, you know what I mean?
You can tell.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, if you go back to Gears 4, that's when they'll know. Like, if the people if people say, I don't know what you're talking about, Z, tell them go play Gears of War 4.
Yeah, or some PC guys, they're like, oh, what are you talking about? I should have always, no, like, something from a console guy. You know what I mean?
So to hop on what you were saying, that's my main concern. That's another concern for next gen. Like for example, what Frostbite engine we're on right now? 3?
Frostbite 3.0. Yeah, 3.
Yeah. So, but what if EA releases Frostbite 4? Would they be able to run those games at 60 frames? Because like you said, they're always going to try to go for better graphics. Not just resolution, but better textures, better particle effects. Okay. What if Epic releases Unreal Engine 5? Would they be able to run those games at 60 frames? That's the concern.
Here's
the new engines. Can the new consoles handle the new engines at 60 frames?
I'm going to answer your question, right? Hold on.
And that's my concern.
Let me pay these bills right quick.
Wait. Hold up a second.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me pay the bills. Oh, God. Let me pay the bills right quick. Hold up. Before D get the fussing, my man, Stuart Stokes said, that's where Xbox is way ahead of PlayStation. They've been putting out 60s all gen. Oh, wait, you mean frames per second. Hey, Stuart. God damn it! Shout out to you for the foolery and fuckery. And my brother Floyd Mayweather with the comeback. Tell MMHK that you play, plus it's the truth, is free right now until September 30th. Over 100 Ubisoft games, these servers are taking over. RIP GameStop, I know what you're talking about. What's going on with you, good brother? I haven't spoken to you in the air.
I don't know if I'm going senile from my old age or something, but I can remember clearly Porter Rock saying that next gen ain't gonna be 4K 60. You don't remember that?
Yeah. I said a lot of games won't be 60 because the concern is the new engines. Unless they're not making new engines.
Okay.
Even if they do make new engines, a lot of the engines that are coming out right now, I've noticed a kind of trend here, where these companies, they're not really bringing their best shit yet because they know next gen is coming, so they're waiting for next gen to really unveil their shit. And I think the next generation consoles, they're gonna be able to handle 4K 60, no fucking problem, man. Because next generation, when we get into next generation, console guys are gonna be at 4K 60, but PC guys are gonna be at 4K 120.
All right, here's the thing. Dave, thank you for joining. Right, there's something that I said. Then I said the engines that I said this back then, right? And this is talking to somebody. You always say I know somebody, right? Within the unless engines change, right? And I said this about a year and a half ago. Unless engines change, if we go from Unreal Engine to Unreal Engine 5, and I said what costs these companies the most money are creating new engines, right? You know what I mean? You kind of Call of Duty at the tail end. I don't know. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. I heard that Duty now finally has a new engine, but what Capcom now has their new in-house engine, or what Sony's doing with the Decima engine, or Sony, like I said, EA uses their own. Yeah. What we have right now, and I'm not saying with new engines things get pretty in China. If they stay in Unreal Engine 4, and listen also too. These consoles don't use the whole Unreal Engine 4, like like a PC would do, But if they stay in Unreal Engine 4 and what is it, Frostbite 3.0 or whatever the desk, whatever, if they don't go, they should be able to.
Unreal Engine 5 by the time.
No, I'm just saying. If they
don't upgrade the engine, if they keep
let me just correct you real quick, Z. Then every generation, when we go into a new generation, we get new engines. They don't use the old generation. Most of the time. The Frostbite engine came out when we got like the PlayStation 4, when we got the the Xbox One. That's when we got a lot of the new engines. And next.
Let him talk.
I disagree with that, dude.
Next generation. Hold on a second. Next generation, we're gonna see a lot of new engines that are gonna be optimized specifically for these consoles.
I disagree with that. The only reason why I say they don't be, the only reason why I say they don't come out with it, because a lot of these engines now are already capable to do beyond what the hardware that we have access to now. It's just these engines now are limited to the hardware specs of what they have access to. You know that by what they're able to do with that same engine on PC versus what they're able to do with it on console. Engines do scale, even on the Unreal Engine. A lot of times they're not rebuilding the Unreal Engine; they're just adding additional features and saying, "Hey, here go Unreal 5."
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but look, we have Halo coming out next generation.
Yeah,
that's on a new engine. Yep. We got Sony coming out next generation. We don't know a lot about their games for next generation yet, but you bet your bottom dollar they're gonna have some new engines for some of those games. I'm not gonna sit there and say all the engines are gonna be trashed out, brand new engines, but we're gonna get new engines.
Wait, no, let me finish, Dave, and before you do me like you did, K Mega, right? And call me, say I'm ignorant to the facts, right? What was explained to me?
Ignorant to the facts.
Yeah, man. I'm about to release that audio. Shit getting low for me right now, man. I'm about to release that audio one day. But listen, this is what I'm saying, right? This is what I was trying to say, right? What was explained to me? What's the one thing? I always say if you got three big companies, you got Ubisoft, EA. Give me another one. Or Rockstar. He works at one of these companies, right? And sometimes I hear things. And I don't talk about it because I don't really get into the specs. It's not my field. But what we have now, going forward. Now, also, too, here's the thing. When you give developers more power, right? When you give them more power, a lot of times, especially single-player games, on consoles, they're going to make a prettier game. Not more or less, they're going to... Because, again... They not like this city. They how you say, you have performance, then you have the graphics too. Before PC guys, they get performance and they get the graphics, right? But console guys, we either get the performance, we can't get both. We don't normally get both. So to get motherfuckers to upscale and this, that, and the other, because you can't really tell frames by looking on TV, but we can judge by graphics by looking at a pretty game, right? Especially a motherfucker like me. And I'm trying to say, like, even with Gears, and I was trying to explain to Garrett. And King's Blood and Turk, right? They play on PC all the time. So when I was saying to them, they out of touch. I said, it should just feel smoother. And it feels like they play shit on PC, so they used to playing at 90 frames. And me being a console guy, I'm playing everything at 30 frames on console. So for me going from 30 to 60, forget I'm a Gears fan. I was saying like, yo, this shit is just smooth. You know what I mean? Them being a PC guy, they really couldn't, understand what I was saying. I ain't seen it. I'm like, yo, the shit just
because they're used to it.
That's what I just like. That's what I was trying to say. Like, yo, the shit is just smooth. Like I wasn't. I'm just being honest. So what I was just saying.
60 for them is like 30 for us.
Yeah, they say 60.
You know what? Honestly, tell you, I gotta call those guys out on some of their bullshit. 90 frames to 60 frames, it's. You're not really gonna like maybe at 120 frames. Of course, it's gonna be smoother, but from 90 to fucking 60 frames per second, it's very minimal. But 30 to 60 is
it's huge.
It's fucking huge.
Hold on, let me pay these bills real quick. Shout out to the Raven Flow. Shout out to the crew. If Death Stranding gets an 86, is FedEx losing L's? FedEx L's to all the haters. Priority shipping. And also to my man, Chad man. D don't know shit. He just talking. Fuck nigga, I gotta go. But listen, like I said, before we move the show right along, I don't even know who the hell's in here. Before we move right along,
Z.
I just want to address one more thing before we move along.
Yeah.
One of your concerns about like the graphics. Now we got DLSS, we got temporal reconstruction, we got checkerboarding, we got all these different methods to maintain the frame rate but yet keep the graphic fidelity up, and those are going to come into play next generation. And the reason why I say that, because they're coming into play with PC, because like DLSS is on PC. You got guys running it at 1440p using DLS, to get a sharper image, or using image sharpening to get a sharper image, but to maintain that 60 frames per second and higher. So we're going to see that trickle over to PC. So I don't think it's going to be a situation like this generation where they really had to choose. Like this generation, let's just be honest, like these systems were highly underpowered. And next generation, I think both companies learned from this generation. And I think next generation, both of these systems are going to be really capable at the start.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Let me ask you a question real quick. You don't think consoles take a hit if people find out that some of the games are running at whatever reconstructed 4K 60? You don't think people be like, you mean this shit ain't native? I mean,
no, because I'll give you an example. Gears 5. Of course, I play it on PC, so I got it native, but on the Xbox One X, I gotta be straight up. It's really hard to see that it's not native 4K. The technique that they're using for that game is just so clean. There's no fucking jaggies, and it like if I had to put it 1-to-1, I would say it looks 95% of what 4K looks like. And when you're in motion and you're doing all the shooting, you're not gonna notice. And I don't hear anybody complaining about that. Everyone's just saying,
but I can understand
the FPS is how great the graphics look.
Yeah, but I can understand on the One X. The One X is, Polaris, Jaguar. I get that. Right. These consoles are doing what they could do. But we're talking next generation consoles, still fucking around with reconstructive temporal, yada yada yada. To get
you know what? A post.
You know what I'm saying? I think
some games
next generation consoles.
I think some games will. Like I'll give you an example. Like Ghost Recon. What's the new one called? Not Wildlands. Breaking Point or Breakpoint. That game on PC, it's still crippling. It's still crippling. Like high-end rigs. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be certain games, certain engines that they're going to have to run it at. But I think we're going to see, if I had to weigh it out, I would say we're going to see like 85% native 4K games.
Okay.
And then we're going to have
let me say this two things. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to, let me pay this bill here. Hey, Chad, man, said Is P-Rock PC good enough to run 4K? Tell the truth, fuck nigga. And Tetris in 4K. Hold on, hey, pulpit, I unmute you. Listen, I just want to say this right because I want to talk about these topics too, right quick, right? To address Porter Rock, what he's saying.
I could barely do Streamlabs on my PC.
I know, right? To address what Porter Rock you were saying, you saying 4K 60, right? What we also got to remember, understand, we're going into a next generation. These are only, say, finally, they're consoles, right? So even the fact, you got some upscale. I don't expect everything to be 4K native. next generation. Because again, resolution doesn't give you a better graphics. It's the textures and shit that I don't. I'm just being. I don't. That doesn't really bother me because I really can't take again for native 4K or upscale 4K. But we all can tell about better graphics, right? And it's the first time I'm saying this. I would rather have it be 60 frame and let it do whatever it's going to do and have better graphics. That don't really bother me whether it's native. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us got caught up in the whole digital found. It was 1080p. Like, I always thought that was silly for console gamers to be arguing over resolution. Like, you know, we could talk about a good looking game. Like, look, is fucking God of War native 4K or whatever the hell it is? No, but the motherfucker look good. Who gives a fuck? Graphically, you know what I mean? Right. On the console side of things. And I think, you know what I mean, even going forward, like I said, what we talking about, we going from, you say, at least at the minimum, I think both consoles will maybe be 9 T-flops or whatever the fuck the case may be. That's a lot of goddamn mustard on a hot dog and a final, you know what I mean? With at least a CPU with fucking 4 times as powerful than what we just had. You know what I mean? Like, that's a huge leap. Now, on the PC side of things, PC guys still gonna look like that shit's trash. Okay, we talking about guys that just game on console. Long as it's a huge leap, or even over the Pro and what we were doing with the X, like, especially motherfuckers like you, P-Rock, who didn't fucking upgrade, so that shit go knock you 2 payoff. You're like, God damn it. Yeah. God damn it! You know what I mean? So, you know, you're really gonna be in for a fucking treat. What's going on, Piso?
Chilling. What's happening, man?
Oh, my man sound decent. He ain't even in the back of a fucking grocery market today. And that's why I muted you. You was back there selling a bag of reefer or sudden live. Man, what the fuck, I had to mute you. But okay, but like I said, but it's cool, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it's all on the developers. Look at
that's
the
awesome.
With Gears.
Yes.
Gears 5, they decided to go for the performance in this game and how to use the techniques to get, try to hold that 60 frames. And the game still looks great, even though it's dynamic, checkerboarded, whatever you want to call it. It's still a good-looking game and it runs really nicely. It's all on the developers next generation. If they want to push that good gameplay, good frames, it's all up to them lot, to be honest.
Hold on, the Raven Bull. He said E-Rock would probably say if third party don't give us 120 frame games in Xbox, get the fuck out of the building and don't come back, fucker. You can't come back. Shout out to E-Rock. Yo, E-Rock inboxed me on Instagram and told me he's gonna pull up. I said, God damn. Whoa.
Shit.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Shit. But okay, what I guess moving right along, I guess we get into the topics today. Pete, I'm sorry, D, you still here?
Yeah, this is like drive-by man podcast. I can't stay for long, but I want to get into this topic.
Okay, hold on. Ishar Rashid, I have bad news for D. A former lead editor at GameFAQ is claiming the PS5 is more powerful than Scarlet. He also says next gen would have insane graphics. I think if either, this is my opinion, Sean. Shut up, my brother. If either one of them out edge each other, it's gonna be by that much. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be the same thing. You know what I mean? But I've also heard.
If you want my personal opinion, I think it's gonna come down to two things. I think either let's just say either one of them, because I think one's gonna be more powerful. But let's not get into that. One of them's either gonna have a better CPU or more ray trace cores. I think it's gonna come down to that.
On the free message chat, my man Orion, he's back with the Sony ponyism. So Temple Reconstruction is 95% 4K now, D. What happened to the PS4 Pro? Y'all like fake 4K now? And my man Devin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but okay. If we're going to get on the PS4 Pro, let's just be honest. It's not coming anywhere near 4K. So there's a big deficit there. Like, let's just be honest. The PlayStation 4 Pro does not compete with the Xbox One. It just does.
Okay.
Let's just be real.
Let's clean the bridge on this whole checkerboard thing. It from both sides, it balanced each other out. We can negate each other because when Quantum Break did 720p checkerboarding, the Sony fans was crying and laughing and making fun of it. And then when Sony implemented checkerboard, it was all right. Even though it was two different times, they negate each other out. Okay, we both doing check. One laughed at each other, the other side laughed at the other side, vice versa. Let's stop it. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Let me put this last bill.
I think honestly, once checkerboarding made its way to PC, I think it just deaded the whole debate on it because frames per second trumps everything, man.
Yeah, hold up. And my man Devin said ponies play exclusive for a week, and the majority are multi-plat Minecraft transactions. But here's the thing, right? With the whole, even when I was trying to explain to my pony brethren, right? And this is all shame to Microsoft. And I say this again: Gears 5 is the first game that came out that really, shows what the quote unquote what the X can do. You know what I mean? And the problem's been for so long is that when you had a much weaker console in the Pro, what you see the exclusive was this Horizon, God of War. They looked at exclusively. They looked at so much better than what your more powerful Xbox was doing. So that's why the X became the punching bag or the laughing joke over the last 2 or 3 goddamn years. You got all that power, right? And look at the goddamn bleeding edge of Battletoads. And again, now Gears 5 is whether you like it or not, is the first game that came out to make you say, "Oh shit!" And then, like I was trying to tell you guys before, so
I'm gonna interject on you and help you out so you can focus.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chadman23 with the holler. He say, "So Shane, broomstick? Can I hear F boomstick?"
F boomstick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rashid with the $5 holler. He say, "DA, the end of your last YouTube video, you asked which console or Scarlet will be more powerful. Why are you dismissing the idea PS5 is better?" We don't really actually know that. That's
shit.
speculation at this point.
Oh hell!
Shout out to D Well with the $5.
It's my brother.
He say, dudes with eyesight so bad they can't even read the chat talking about seeing the difference.
Oh shit! Hey yo, D-Web, fuck you! God damn it! You ain't got no respect for the police.
Y'all motherfuckers see the detail. Y'all see 4K.
Now you talking me out the count? He said next gen out the count blades of grass. Fuck you!
That nigga Z got a podcast and pull up the chat on his phone.
Hey yo, don't give a fuck about me. D-Web don't give a fuck about you. God damn it!
That nigga Z got a
motherfucker saying he knows that the game's smooth, but he doesn't see the smooth scrolling of the chat.
Oh shit! Blind as hell.
Z got a podcast and pull up the chat on his phone.
Boy, you ain't lying, bro. Blind as hell back here.
Motherfucker said the chat's in checkerboard 4K right now.
Yeah, man. But listen, man, I know I ain't got look, you know I ain't got the best goddamn eyesight, man. It is what it is. But listen, man, I put my flaws on first. You not put me on blast. Did it big, came home, turned it back into a podcast. But anyway, okay, Pizzo.
Just to add on something you were saying, you absolutely right about the Xbox games not showing the power of the X. But in that same time frame, we did have a lot of multi-plat. Kind of compare to where you could definitely see that there was a disparity between the two.
But here's the thing.
I agree that
and Forza as well always showcase the power.
But here's the thing.
Like you could use Red Dead 2 as a perfect example.
But here's the problem, right, with that piece. And I listen, real nigga to a fuck nigga piece. Now see what you're trying to do here, right? Even with the multiplats that and listen, here's the thing. Even with the multiplats, right? And I play Battlefield. Let's be real. Like I play Battlefield. And there is a difference between Battlefield and the X and it is in Pro, right? But those games are few and far between, and a lot of those games, again, Sony had the marketing for. So all you saw was the PS4 Pro version or being advertised, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean?
Regardless of like where it's being advertised,
but
I'm just talking about which one was actually stronger.
Oh, no,
There are more multi-plats than exclusive.
But here's the thing. No. I'm with you as far as that, right? But we're talking about 900p against 1080p. The X. What they did, here's the thing, can't nobody take advantage of your hardware like you can do, right? And that's how Sony's able to make God of War and all those games look, that's why they exclusives look better graphically than any multiplayer, because again, they got to make that same game for a bunch of other fucking devices, where here's, with the exclusives, they just making it for one goddamn device, and, and fully taking advantage of the hardware, right? But even with those multiplats, there's not that big of a difference. Like, what I mean by that, to like you going from Gears 5, like that's a huge goddamn leap, and it's a huge fucking difference. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just, what you can come out and say, you know what, $500 for this goddamn X, and you can get another problem. You know what I mean? You got a problem again having trying to sell an X and getting slightly better multiplats and getting $500 or whatever the X is, $400. But I guarantee you, had the X came out with Gears of War 5.
It would have been a different story.
I agree. I agree as far as the exclusives. That's what I say. You're right. As far as the exclusives not taking advantage of the X, which was crazy. No, that's facts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but there was a way to judge.
I know, but
the hardware strength.
I know. I'll give you an example. What's the zombie game? Oh, what the hell is it called?
State of Decay 2?
Yeah, State of Decay 2. That game should have absolutely took advantage of the Xbox One X. Like, I understand what they're doing, the game design in the game world, and like the game world, it's there, but you could have made that game look 1,000 times better than it looks. Like, come on.
All right, let me
Right.
get the. Let me.
But
clean
it
up
do
these
look
bills.
way better on the X than the base.
Yo,
But you're right though.
Yeah,
Like,
it
they
does.
did not
And
take
you know what?
advantage
They have done a
of
lot
the
of
X.
updates to it where it looks really good now, but you know, the
Word.
launch
Let
is
me
gone.
do
That
that.
window's gone,
Let me
right?
clean. Let me
Facts.
clean up these
Facts.
bills real quick. We gotta clean the house up real quick. Shout out to Top Dog 2K17 with the $2. You say no Z. Gears 5 made you say, "Oh shit!"
Fuck you, Top Dog.
Shout out to the new man, one of our most consistent
It's my
people.
motherfucking brother, yo. He
He
wants to
said,
be out
"What's
of
good, ZP Rock? Post up in the panel. Great show."
my other brother.
Shout out to Ruhi, always
What
support,
up? What up?
always in the chat, man. Much love, brother. And then shout out to AP the Shooter, aka Saddam Hussein, aka DEFCON 5, aka the Golden 40 You feel me? He say, I just got here in deep Cape flying on that blue magic again. Don't be sorry.
shit.
He say, don't be sorry. Be better. Be better. Kratos. He say, in Gears, I ain't gonna save you, bots. Gears is flame, though.
Yeah.
Gears is fire.
See, so to talk about the secret thing with the exclusives, exclusives is also advertisement for your console.
Yes, sir.
Like, for example, Red Dead Redemption 2 does clearly look better on the Xbox One X. That's
sir.
no doubt. That is the best version currently because there's no PC version. So
Available.
that is the absolute best version, right?
Yeah.
But nobody on PlayStation is really going to care about looking at the Xbox version when they have the version they're going to play. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a selling point.
Yeah,
They're gonna,
It
I'm gonna
works
play,
vice
you know what I'm
versa.
saying?
Hardcore
They have no
don't
It works
care
on
about-
both.
yeah.
they have no reason to go to
Yeah.
Xbox YouTube to look at Red Dead.
Yeah, I do
When they-
agree with
Yeah,
that.
but I'm not
You see what I'm
talking
saying?
about
But
like
now-
I'm not talking about a reason for gamers to go though. Like I'm strictly just talking about differential in power. I get what you're saying, but
Yeah,
I do
but
agree with
what I'm talking
Borderlands,
about,
though.
if nobody
Hardcore-
looks, like if nobody bothers to look at the Xbox One X version of Red Dead 2, then they're not going to know that's the better looking version. So that's not the
whether
thing to
they
use
know
to
or not,
advertise
it
it.
is. But whether
Oh
they know
yeah,
or
I'm
not,
not.
it is though.
Yo, listen. Hey, Pizzo, I'm
all
with
I
you.
know is a hardcore
Oh,
Sony
shit,
fan
Z.
is not going to
Z
worry
was in
about. He's not going. They're not going to worry about the Xbox One X version. But I know when ZX was down and he didn't have access to,
Oh,
it,
hell
he
yeah.
didn't want to boot up that Pro. He
Yeah.
didn't want to boot up. He
No,
was too spoiled with the X.
I mean, knock it the fuck
I'ma
off,
be
man.
real.
He
Hey,
didn't want to see that
I can
blood
relate.
station.
I
can
know.
relate.
I know.
Your post, look at the chat. Post, look
I
at
can
the
relate.
backdrop.
All right, hold on one second.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, hold on one second. Hold up. Hey, no, listen, before my man, D got to go, right? I want to bring up this Death Stranding while D's here right quick. I got anything in the chat right quick that's ringing or anything?
Why you just throw me on the screen like that? You just needed one thumbnail, nigga. All you needed was one thumbnail today. Why would you put me up there like that?
Oh, get my brother the Coop man. You see him?
I got your Coop man. Yeah, that's me. He say, "What's up, fellas? Almost done. Gears 5
It's
campaign."
my brother.
I think he said, "Yeah, 87. Great game. Definitely not the best looking game this game. Yeah, Captain, brother."
All right, no, but okay. While I got D here, he wanted to talk about Death Stranding. He said Dylan called him, said he got 10 minutes to get his black ass off this show. So anyway, right? Hey, okay. Now listen. Now, like again, they showed back on Death Stranding, right? Because here's the thing, right? And this is my disclaimer for all my pony brothers, like D West, my brother. I want it to be a great game. I'm not. I can, not gonna be my type, but just what they showed this far, motherfucker like a weed plate. Now you're in the bathroom scene. You got some red blue pea and some red dookie, and he made a bomb. I don't know what the fuck going on. D, talk to me.
Y'all liking that shit?
Yeah, is that your game?
No,
I'm gonna leave that one
I'll say
alone.
this. The
I ain't
good thing that
watched it,
came out
I'm
of
gonna leave it alone.
the good thing that came out of the Tokyo Game Show for me is that at least I have a better understanding of the story. They kind of fleshed that out when he's in the White House, so that part's cool. Okay, I know what the premise is of fucking game, but the shit that they showed was just. It was just absurd. It was just absurd. That's the only word that I can use. Like, it was some crazy shit. And then this morning I saw some other stuff. I don't know. If you zoom in on his crotch and look at you out, like all kinds of weird shit, man. I was like,
Death Stranding would have gave people who was on an acid trip watching that shit a fucking heart attack.
But you got to remember the
They
audience.
really thought they would have been fucking hallucinating real bad in that shit.
Yeah, you got to remember the audience though. This is Tokyo Game Show, so they're weird like that.
Fuckers love that crazy shit. They love that crazy shit.
Yo,
Yeah, you know what?
I'll say
this,
some of the TV shows they had, I'm like,
the P shows, Dookie shows.
I want to say this right now, though. The game will sell phenomenally well. All the people that were on him from the horror game from before, they're gonna jump to this game. They're already waiting for this game. I saw the lineup at the Tokyo show for that fucking game. It was bananas. And let's not forget, you got Norman Reedus in it from The Walking Dead. Everybody loves him. So you're gonna get casual people that don't even play games that are gonna want to get this game. The game is gonna do blockbuster numbers, but it's weird as hell.
You also got the actor from Hannibal.
Yes.
I didn't see this second gameplay. Did you mean to tell me he took his own pee and doodle and made a bomb?
Yeah,
his own piss and shit. He pisses out blue. He shits out red. Me personally, where I come from, you need to take your ass to the doctor, and I mean, you need to take it immediately.
Young boy, Gip. Look, here's the thing, right? I'm not.
Pissing out blue. That means he named an alien or something.
Hey, listen.
I am baffled.
Hey, yo,
I am flabbergasted.
Hey, yo, this is Young Z.
Listen, man. He made an ammonia bomb, right?
Hey, yo, listen. Let me tell you that. Hey, yo, check this out, right?
Natural fertilizer, right?
Not an ammonia bomb.
Hey, that dude did it on the IRS. So,
hey, yo, check this out, right? I listen, to be fair, because I don't think they understand. I don't think you guys understand me in the chat. I'm not saying the game may not rate high. Or whatever the fuck the came in. It's a very Here's the thing. It's a very beautiful game, right? But it's not a lot of gameplay. I said it's a beautiful world, bro. But hey, come on, like, bro, listen, we gotta get the biggest name until we got the bullshit back. One of the main premises of the game is you gotta balance some fucking boxes on your back, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Like, you know what I mean?
What's your take
Can I
on
say
it?
something
About them?
Go,
Let's do this, please,
Listen,
one at a time.
The people live in a world where Amazon no longer exists.
Go ahead, Porter.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your fire stick somehow. What the fuck?
Okay.
Let me clean the house.
Okay.
Let me clean the house. Hey, hold on. Before I go, let me clean the house. Please, one at a time. Please don't talk over each other. Let's have a good conversation where the chat can really hear us. But let me clean up real quick. I got the vacuum clean out. Shout out to Top Dog 2K17 with $5. He say, D, your field hand for a dealer, your simple mind wouldn't understand.
Oh shit!
Oh God!
Shout out. Shout out.
Did he pay you Z to say that?
Hold on.
Yes, you did.
Shout out to this. Sound like one of the Disney movie names, so I'm gonna call you
John Zell. My man, John Zell.
I'm gonna call him Johansel in distress. With the $5, we can all agree that Death Stranding looks spooky, and whoever likes Death Stranding should be bitch slapped and thrown into a ditch. Damn.
Okay, again. Okay, okay, go.
Go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
No. What I was saying, the Pizzo can go, right? Because Pizzo wanted something to say, right? All I'm saying is I'm not rooting against the game, all right? But I can, like, I'm just being honest. Like, same thing with Sea of Thieves and Xbox got the news, knocking me smooth the fuck out, right? It's a pretty game. But as far as the gameplay wise, I think maybe the story may be dope. I think the graphics are dope. But when it comes to gameplay, I seen the motherfucker stick out the back door, grab a motherfucking yellow book bag, and knock somebody unconscious with the motherfucker. Like, bro, like, come on, we got, I got a white man pissing in the woods swallowing babies.
I mean, we gotta keep it real on this one.
That's all.
They clown gear. Just 5 open world for being empty, and then the Death Stranded video dropped, and the whole world is.
I told you, a lot going on.
Empty.
Hey, so
and then when the enemies pop up, hold on. Then when the enemies pop up, they pop up out of nowhere. Like, where the fuck did they pull up out of nowhere? Where the fuck did you come from? And then you running and it's I'm not gonna just shit on the game. We don't have the whole premises, but what he's shown is weird, and it doesn't. The story has opened up, but in terms of gameplay, it's
that's what I'm saying.
What are we doing here? We're pissing and making mushrooms. We're taking our
mud bath,
arms,
taking a mud bath. I swallowed the baby.
Rocking the baby.
We're sitting in some piss-colored water, taking a bath. We're pulling out a harmonica, playing it to a baby that's stripped to a chest. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
I got it all together. Y'all. He played that harmonica like he motherfucking Stevie Wonder. He played the hell out of that damn harmonica. The game is dog shit, y'all. Look here. Y'all may not,
I'm not gonna say it's dog. I'm not gonna say it's dog shit because when you get the overall premise of it, some things might change. You could be like, now I understand why he did these things. Gameplay mechanic, why he is doing a lot of new stuff that you don't see. The gameplay mechanics and stuff.
You're right. I ain't never seen a nigga in the yellow rain suit doing John Madden move. I'm gonna do that juke move. Oh shit!
That joker juked him harder than Barry Sanders used to juke Reggie White back in the day.
As a huge, you gotta just be, you gotta be 100 with certain stuff. I'm a huge Kojima fan. I played every Metal Gear. I love them all, even the weird, quirky, weird stuff. But when you look at this game, bro, everything they've shown thus far, you have to hope that everything that's good about the game is something they haven't shown because they're not. And I'm gonna get it day one because, like I said, I'm a huge Kojima fan. But everything they showed has been trash. You gotta hope there's something more than what they shown, and that's a very weird preposition for a video game.
I gotta check some of you Sony fans, okay? Because I look at if Microsoft would have put something out like this, y'all would have been trash. But since it's Kojima, y'all using the excuse that it's this excuse out there.
Not only that, it's Kojima, it's Sony as well.
But to be fair, excuse out there that y'all wanted something new. He's doing something new, and this and that.
Hey, bro, hold up, bro. Oh, but get the bill.
I want something new. I want something new. When I ain't trying to make my own.
But to be fair, Kojima created a lot of 90+ rated games.
Oh,
so
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody keep going back to the boards.
Hey, hold on. Pay the bills real quick. Pay the bills,
bro. You better look at that damn trailer. 30 minutes in, I was set on like, okay, cool. Ain't shit gonna happen in this. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and hurry this on up. Out of nowhere, an enemy popped up. It scared the shit out of me.
But Death Stranding. What's the fact? Let me finish cleaning the house. I got one more.
No, but what I'm saying, a lot of people are having faith in Kojima because it's not like he's never done a lot of top-rated games before. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Metal Gear. That's
why I'm
MGS5. I mean, MGS5 was rated high, but people didn't like it.
All right, hold on.
Let me clean up this other room. I got another couch in the house. I'm still finding money under the pillows and all that stuff. Shout out to D Well with the $10 holiday.
You got one before him though, Cree Ross. But
okay, shout out to Cree Ross with the $4.99. My fault. He say, how many minutes do y'all think next gen 720 will play?
It's about me, goddamn. The onus is not on me. The onus is on him.
Until he hop back on gears. You know, that's a real good question, though. We gonna see this all play out, though. Tune in next time.
I say 45
on the next podcast. Shout out to D Well with the $10. He say, real talk, you guys want the game to be something it's not. There should be a niche game, but the big budget Kojima and marketing make the general public notice it when they normally.
Good point.
He said,
what should be a niche game?
Really though.
This game make R. Kelly look like a fucking saint.
Okay, McNeil, Chris.
So we really in here still making excuses for this damn game.
Hold up, man.
Making excuses for this damn game.
Let me finish cleaning up the house.
We still not doing
it. Before you go, let me just make a quick point.
Hold on, wait. Let me finish cleaning up the house. And please, one at a time. No talking. I can barely hear what all y'all saying. Shout out to McNeil. Chris J. He said with the 199, he said, "Hey, yo, snipers on the roof. No Death Stranding slander." And shout out, who is this? Let me see here. Somebody with a $2, but the message was retracted. Shout out to Top Dog 2K. He said this podcast should be renamed the Pew Pew podcast. Shout out to Top Dog. You remember the Pew Pew? You remember my Pew Pew joint? Shout out to Top Dog. And shout out to Johanzo in distress. Help me. With the $2, he said the boss battle was trash, but R. Kelly will like it. Oh shit!
Okay, get Pizzo.
And then shout out to Rashid with $2. He said X Baron about the low scores of Damon X Machina.
Oh shit!
Before Barry gets the again, finish it up, Pizzo.
I just want to make a quick statement that J-Dub did say today, or the gameplay that they just showed was supposed to show the action. And I just seen him in the bathroom taking selfies, so that's the action.
Yeah,
that's bad business.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a few things that I did. I liked that when he's going up the mountain, I could see the physics were in play, like his body leaned a certain way. That stuff was cool. Really? I think when he was running from the people and he threw the fucking briefcase at the guy's head, that made me laugh. But the frame rate that I saw, I don't know why.
Oh my God, is he serious right now?
The frame rate of this game was really bad. The frame rate was really bad. Did you guys not notice that the frame rate was really low?
Hey, man, bro, I got bad eyes. I can barely see the goddamn chat. Bro, I'm just talking about fucking swallowing babies, pissing in the woods, and making mushrooms.
Oh my God!
I made a doodle bomb. nigga made a dookie bomb.
I just want y'all.
There's a disclaimer. Remember, Baron suffers from TBI, so
I just want y'all to take this.
What's going on, Baron? Talk to us.
We had people for the last couple of years complain about, saving the same princess in Mario, complaining about, State of Decay 2 is not as good as State of Decay 1. We got people sitting up here trying to hype throwing a briefcase in somebody's face. Like, what the fuck are we doing now? Like, it just doesn't make any damn sense anymore. We got people hyped about Kojima showing people pissing his shit and it turning into fucking bombs. We got people in here hyped about walking around a barren, open, empty, lifeless, non-existent open fucking world, but want to trash games like Breath of the Wild. What the fuck are we doing anymore? What happened to the Kraken is lacking? What happened to that same damn energy when it comes to this damn game? Because this game is definitely lacking. This game is definitely lacking, and nobody wants to say any damn thing about it. You got people making excuses every damn day. You got people making excuses every damn day. You got these Sony peasants talking about, oh wait, just wait, keep waiting, he gonna show more, keep waiting, he gonna show more. He still ain't shown shit. We watching this motherfucker floss his damn teeth in the damn mirror.
Well, look what we have.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm asking a serious question. If you are a PS4 fan and you're a PS4 loyalist, and you talked about games like God of War, talked about games like Bloodborne, talked about games like Spider-Man, and you sit up here making excuses for this shit here?
Hold on. Hey, pay the bills, folks.
Main line, Baron. Talk to him.
I once was lost.
Fuck is that singing?
That shit don't make no sense to me.
Hey, pay the bills right quick.
Yo, shout out to D Webb with the $5. He said, "Damn, the talking fart cushion has into the podcast. Never trust the man who wears onesies at work." And shout out to AP the Shooter, DEFCON. Sony is going for World War III. He say, "Snapper, you hype for 20 years for a plumber cracking."
Hey, yo. I don't know who's in. Somebody mic back there. Some difficult. Who's that mic? Like, mic there. Wrestling with them.
on the PlayStation.
Oh,
Sound like
That's not me.
Porter Rock sound like he going through a forest or something.
Yeah, back there.
I'm eating some food.
Oh no, somebody. Yeah, I'll hear it. But listen, what I'm saying, right? But like Baron just listen. But listen, I was saying outside of Baron's sexual preference and what he does for a living, right? He did bring up a valid point, right? Now I understand, like you said, all that stuff look a little spooky about Baron's background, right? I get that, right? But he did bring up a valid point where guys, or Sony guys, or whoever, which they should be praised, games like Spider-Man, games like God of War, right? Which were great games, even games like Horizon, and comparing it to Death Stranding. Now here's the thing, now D-Web also brought up a good point here, that, and I said this also, I don't think this should be a $60 game. You know what I mean? I put this in the same block as what's that guy? The Death Blade or Heavenly Blade or Hell's Blade. A very pretty game, but when it comes to gameplay, it's not much there. That's all that I don't think this. If this game would have came out and been $30-$40, I don't think it would be much. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The fact that they're hyping it at $60.
I can't fathom the fact that you could take some piss and shit and throw it at an enemy.
Well, that is dangerous, though.
What the fuck have you ate?
Hold on, for your let me say something. Let me say something about that, though.
For your body to cause up a chemical like that.
Let me say something, though.
Let me know, please.
I just have to say this because I remember this being told to me multiple times. Because I play Splatoon, right? And people got on me. It's like, how you gonna play Splatoon when they shoot each other with their own ink? It's like, but y'all motherfuckers up here hyped about throwing your shit and piss at people. Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
You can't expect logic.
What are we doing, bro? Like,
you can't expect logic from the Sony
They literally
y'all got to keep the same energy, man. This doesn't make any sense.
Look, they literally clowned Gears 5, and it's not even a full open world game. Just got a little open world too, and they literally clowned it for that portion of the game for being barren with nobody in it. And then Death Stranding comes out, and it's just excuse after excuse. What are we
There's
doing?
literally nobody out there but him and that Amazon packages on
Hey,
this fucking.
I ain't gonna lie.
What are we doing?
This motherfucker got lawbreakers written all over it, bro. This motherfucker got lawbreakers written all over it, man. Oh, get some of these bills right quick.
Death threats.
Yeah.
People say they were gonna render me unconscious in the PlayStation community because
Yeah,
I commented previously about these damn Death Stranding situations. But I'm gonna stick to them.
Shout out to SS9. Shout out to SS9 Vegeta with the $5. He said, Baron, when will Mario get the princess booty, fuck nigga? We tired of waiting. It's been 30 years, fuck nigga.
I don't give a damn.
We want that pussy.
Hey, that's gonna say you want to watch two animated characters. Well, I ain't gonna need it.
That's another one of that.
You might be into him.
Hey, most of these people in the PlayStation community is weird. Let's be real.
Now, you might want to.
Let's be fact. Let's be fact.
Find your little hints of sight, brother. You probably witness that right now.
So you got a man creating shit with his own feces.
Oh, come on, Z. Don't put that picture up.
Mix it into a damn bomb. Y'all really think this shit gonna be game of the year? You fucking weirdos.
It's gonna be game of the year. It's gonna be game of the year.
This is not going to be game of the year. Not even close.
Well, I can understand the logic. Poop become
the industry.
Poop is a kind of a fertilizer, right?
Yeah, fertilizer can make a bomb, right?
Poop is a kind of a fertilizer.
It's a flammable thing. It's a flammable item as well. But at the same damn time, post that shit should not, and I repeat, should not be going on anybody's hands. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers.
All right, hold on. Let me pay these bills right quick. My man Eon Drizzy on the free messaging app said Death Stranding was sell regardless. Regardless what niggas say, I don't like it personally.
All they talk about is sale.
That's all. Nobody cares about the sale part. We know that already.
All they talk about. It's gonna get rated high.
He made sure that was going to happen when he put all those Hollywood actors.
Hold on one second, back. I got one more bill, Baron. My man Mordek said Baron lays on other men for a living. Get the fuck out of here. My man Sean Rashid said D, don't worry about Death Stranding. Trust me. And you got SS now. Here's the thing, right? Again, let me say this thing. I'm gonna shut the hell up, right? Let you guys go, right? I know the game is going to sell well, most likely, on his fan base alone, right?
Right.
But I'm also going to say, even David Jaffe said this. Shout out to him. You know, he's the creator of God of War, right? He said either this game right here, because he's all on his own, right? Either you're going to show how great he is truly, or like it's been recycled. I've heard stories, right? Not saying no names. I'm not going to be messy here. Not on the show here. That a lot of things he was given credit for, even on like the Metal Gear series and stuff. He said his writing is shit. It's dog shit. You know what I mean? But he has this hero complex, like my man that created Mario, right? Now, I'm going to say this too. I think Kojima needs a boss, someone to reel him back in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you gave him, he is the boss. It's all on him. And again, I think it's a very pretty game. I think the story may be kind of dope to some. But my thing is the lack of gameplay within this world. That's all that I'm saying. And what gameplay they did show wasn't very impressive. My man had a skateboard and shit, ride up a mountain and took out the goddamn ladder. Then the motherfucker jumped over a mountain. Like, this shit is just like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, even when they was the motherfuckers in the yellow rain suit, he was chasing him. He did the motherfucking 1989 game day, could break him. He went juke right, juke left. Like he was on Tecmo Bowl.
Z, I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about, Z. The localization team on Metal Gear Solid actually made a lot of changes to the story of Metal Gear Solid, based on the initial story that Kojima had.
Yeah.
They made a lot of changes that made that story what it was, and it's some more stuff that Zeno about. We're not gonna get into.
Yeah, hold on. What's I'm saying?
Does he still have that same team?
No, they stayed at Konami.
They stayed at Konami.
Hold on. My man, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Holo Moko 17. Also, too, I said reach out to me on Twitter. I'm gonna leave my link here so I can send you a shirt, right? Holo Moko. Holo Moko 17. I understand that every game has to be full of action. I get that. I mean, I'll give you an example. Detroit Become Human, right? Listen. If you don't know if you new to my channel,
so many excuses, dog.
Hold on, let me say this one thing.
Excuses are so
it can still
ridiculous,
be engaging and not have certain amounts of action, and it can still be a good game.
Let me say this one thing.
Let's win the tech. Go ahead, Zeke.
What I'm saying is this, Holo Moko. Real nigga to fuck nigga, right? If you don't know, God of War, Kratos is the one true God and God of War is my religion. God of War is my favorite game, right? And I enjoyed Detroit Become Human more than I did God of War. Like, and that this shit came out of nowhere to me. And you make you like me, and that's not a lot of quote unquote gameplay, but I got immersed within the story and the characters, this, that, and the other. And also too, like when people are running around hyping up No Man's Sky, even that game right there, you got this big, you can do this and you can go to this planet and I said, bro, what's going on these planets? Ain't a lot of gameplay. That's all. And look, and I think the criticism that, like I said before, that No Man's Sky guy, it should have been a $60 fucking game. And I'm saying the same thing with this here. I'm not saying the game may not have a great story. It's cool. I'm saying when it comes down to gameplay, it ain't got to be all guns and stuff. Like, come on, man. I ain't that goddamn shallow. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, bro, like, I think he needs a boss, somebody to reel him back in. Now, I'm also going to say this, right? I always say you got to know some people that know some people, right? Like people, I spoke to a few people that worked on Metal Gear Solid 5. I like Metal Gear, right? They said with a lot of things that Kojima gets praised for, really, like I'll give you an example. I put it into the reference of Dr. Dre. Like Dr. Dre got credit for a lot of big hits, right? That he actually didn't make. Even Pac said it. He's got other producers in the studios that are doing the work that Dre name went on. I mean, and they said a lot of those things, a lot of games that they praised, was PT, just that he was praised for. That he was
producer.
He just put his name on the stamp. You know what I mean?
He just put his name on it. Yep.
Yeah, and again, I'm not taking a shot at him, and this is coming from people with inside the industry. I don't know, and I want the game to be goddamn great. I'm just saying, from what they've shown, all I'm asking my pony brothers is hold the line. We got to be fair. I mean, you know, if you praise Spider-Man, cool. We see what God of War, 95% still don't know what the fuck the game was about. Or that's just Kojima. Well, he make like, bro, come on, we got to be listen. Look, we'll say that with Cliffy B, right? We would know Cliffy B for what? Gears of War, right? He went up there on his own. That motherfucker gave you lawbreakers.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know, he'll get these bills.
That's why I brought up Evolve, because Turtle Rock made Left 4 Dead, and then they come out and made Evolve.
Yeah, that's all. Like, you know what I mean?
Make some trash.
Look, after I finish cleaning the house, I just have a question to the panel. Hold on, Barry. You could go soon. I'm done. The Raven Flow with the $4.99 say Kojima helped revive Castlevania, the sequel game without his tank that we don't give a fuck.
Bullshit. Castlevania been dead for the past 20 years.
They talk all that bullshit. It has nothing to do with Death Stranding.
You say Death Stranding reminds me
talking about Lords of Shadow.
Big, dry, empty, open world, and overrated.
And cool,
man. Can we please cut the Nintendo Slender now?
He shout out to Mordaki with the $2. He say, anyone on the panel playing Borderlands? I got a question for the panel. Mm-hmm. Do you think this game? Do you think this game, Death Stranding, will be Game of the Year? Without if it didn't have the big Hollywood actors in it. Say he created his own characters and things like that. He didn't use no Hollywood people in this particular game. Do you think it would have the same hype, and do you think it would be game?
First off, man, it didn't have a shot to start with. Once we got to E3, it was a done deal. But I think after what we saw these last 2 days, I think like I said before on Twitter, like we could officially cancel that campaign. That campaign is dead. Okay, that's dead and gone. All right, it's just like when Hillary lost to Trump. You need to let it go. It is what it is. It's not happening.
Let it go.
It's not happening.
I don't know.
It is what it is.
Okay.
That Jeff Keighley hologram to me locked in that Game of the Year.
Look, you got to understand that man runs a business. He cannot jeopardize his integrity of that business.
I don't think it would jeopardize his business. It won't jeopardize his business.
And you also got to understand. You also got to understand.
It'll bolster.
He cannot jeopardize that.
No, hey Baron. Hey Baron, listen.
It'll bolster his business, Baron. There's
Hey,
a lot of Sony fans. There's a lot of Kojima fans.
That will not bolster his business.
Hey Baron, listen, Baron. You gotta realize this.
If he shoehorns Game of the Year to a game he appears in.
Listen,
no,
Baron, listen. Here's the thing, right? And we gotta be honest with you.
Okay.
We talking about the same award show that gave Rocket League Best Racer over Forza.
Racer, bro, over Forza. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Hold on, but here,
Rocket League is not a racer.
Hold up, wait a minute. First of all, I don't care what you think about Rocket League. Rocket League wasn't a shit game.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
That's not what we're saying. That's not what we're
saying.
It's not a racer.
I understand what you're saying, but Rocket League was way more popular whether you liked it or not.
Bro, that's not what I'm saying.
Popularity has nothing to do with the quality of the game, bro.
I understand. I understand that, but bruh,
That's like racer.
Bruh,
it's not a racer. It doesn't even. It should have been.
It shouldn't even have been in that category.
I understand what you're saying. Trust me. There's been we had Red Dead Redemption 2 win best musical or something last year.
I don't know what the music is in it. It was like no Rockstar has a soundtrack.
I understand
they have a
what
soundtrack.
You're saying,
yeah,
but this is a whole different situation. We're gonna have games that are going to be very good.
Asshole chain ain't getting it,
and then we're gonna have this shit. It's not happening.
Baron, we're talking about the same show that gave Game of the Year to Overwatch over Uncharted.
You're gonna have things like Astral Chain. You're gonna have things like Fire Emblem. Probably Resident Evil 2 remake.
It's
not happening, people.
So,
it's not.
Let me ask you.
So y'all need to let it go. It's just not.
It's been a light year. It's been a light year too. Which
I just gave you 4 damn Game of the Year contenders. It's not happening.
I disagree. with
Astral Chain's a week.
Okay, hold on.
You can disagree all you want. All that matters is that these people who's on these boards that is going to nominate these games are the same people who reviewed these games or the same people who gave these games high scores.
But here's the thing,
they're gonna give Death Stranding high scores, bro. The same way they did Metal Gear Solid 5.
I'm trying to tell you they're not. These are the same people.
When is the video game?
These are the same people that play Horizon. Hold on. Let me answer this question for him real quick.
No, because
these are the same people that played Horizon Zero Dawn, the same people that played Breath of the Wild, the same people that played Witcher 3. There's no way they are going to be able to finesse a score and say Death Stranding is better than those 3 games. There's no way.
Hey Baron.
Number one, hold on.
All right, go ahead, Porter Rock.
Go ahead, Porter Rock.
You can't say no way until the game comes out, because for all we know, there's a whole bunch of gameplay mechanics. Things that we did not get
Porter Rock. We seen 5 hours of this game, bro. No, there's no secret sauce.
We didn't, bro.
There's no secret sauce, Porter Rock. It's no secret sauce.
It's like, so you might end up eating those words, which I will do personally.
I'm really not.
So number one, no one can say what this game has or don't have without playing it, and anyone who claims is retarded. Anyone who says I know what this game about and didn't play it, you're just being a retard. I don't care who you are.
Facts.
That's just facts. Go ahead and argue that point, Barry. Go ahead and try to.
I can't argue that point
without playing the game. You know everything about this game without.
Do I know every single solitary thing? No, you don't know every single solitary thing.
You don't even know 50% of the game.
I do know 50% of the game.
You did
because he showed us. He literally showed us 50% of the game.
Simple question. How many hours of gameplay? How long does it take the game to? A simple question then, if you know so much.
Wait a minute.
10 hours? 15 hours? 20
hours? Why would I know how long it would take to complete? That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. So shut up.
But that has nothing to do with the quality of the game and the gameplay we've seen. What are you talking about?
That's exactly, but that's the point.
The length of the game has nothing to do with the quality of the game.
You only know what you've seen. That's it.
And I know what I saw. And I know what I saw does not match the other games that already been out.
And that's
you cannot debate that. You cannot argue that.
Let me say something real quick.
I can argue.
He gave you the main objective of what you're doing in the game. Your fucking UPS Simulator 2019. That's one of the main things in the game. We know it's open world. He showed us the open world. The open world looks absolutely trash compared to every other open world game that came out the last 5 years.
So let me ask you a couple questions.
50% of what the hell we got going on.
So
let him respond. Go ahead.
Wait, 1 hour of gameplay equal 50% of the game?
Let P-Rock respond. Let P-Rock respond. Go ahead, P-Rock.
How many abilities can you create in the game? Simple question.
How many what?
Bro,
How many abilities?
Porter Rock, you're asking real stupid questions though.
No, because what I'm saying is,
I didn't even hear what he said.
No, what I'm asking.
Y'all gotta let him
How many
talk.
abilities I got in the game?
Does
Let
this
him
character
talk.
have
Let
that
him
you
talk.
Okay.
Go ahead,
How
P.
many
Rock.
I
abilities
really
does this
can't hear him
character
because y'all
have?
keep saying something.
Yeah, Barry, you got kind of low, Porter Rock.
How many abilities can be upgraded in this game when you play this character? How many?
We don't know.
That's my goddamn
That's not the point. Porter Rock. Before Witcher 3 came out, we didn't know that either. Before Breath of the Wild came out, we didn't know that either. Before Horizon Zero Dawn came out, we didn't know that either. But we had a concept of actual gameplay of what we was doing, and people liked it. So you can sit up here and try to flip that shit all you want.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Let me clean out the front room real quick. I'm still finding change everywhere. Hold on, PR. Hold on. Let me clean out the front room real quick. Johansson went distress for $5. It's distress over here, player. I'm trying to hold it down, player. For that film piece, player. All the pony's energy went into looking at Norman Reedus' crotch. Hold on. That's another thing I forgot to tell you. Hold on. He said only ponies like kinky shit like piss, blood, and doo-doo. Game of
that's because we piss and shit on the competition.
Hold on 1 second. These are on the free messaging that my man John Warren. He said Death Stranding is game of the year because of you. Jeff Keighley sleeps with Kojima and even had dinner with him. The show on
He did have dinner with him.
And also to listen, that message there was sent via the link right here. It's absolutely free. We read it on air, and you can help support the show. It's free, literally.
Can I ask Baron? Let me ask Baron something. Before you go, Trey, let me ask Baron.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
Oh, please, sorry. Death
Stranding,
do you so who's Max Pop? Okay. Death Stranding, do you believe it's going to be...
That's Porter Rock. Shit. Hold on. What you doing, Bill Porter Rock?
What is that noise?
That's Porter Rock.
I'm in the kitchen.
No, I hear a noise. That's why I can't hear.
It's clicking like click. What the fuck is
it's
that?
like
oh no, that's not me.
click.
Oh, let me see something.
That's not.
That's his base.
It is you, motherfucker. It is you.
That's his base PS4.
Oh man. So what'd you say now?
Okay, Death Stranding. Do you believe it's gonna be a game of the year contender?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't.
Are you sure? Oh, come on, Baron.
I'm serious. I'm looking at what we had already. The 4 games I already listed. I'm looking at Outer Worlds. I'm also looking at Doom Eternal, and I'm also looking at how I don't know how Star Wars is going to turn out. That could be 50-50.
What score you think Death Stranding is going to get, Barry?
So,
what score you think it's going to get?
I don't know. Right now, from what I saw, that's about a 7 to me. I mean, I think the story. I think it's really
You
just
think it's
going to
get a
be
70?
about the story. Yes, I think
You think Death Stranding is going to get a 70?
I really
you don't really believe it. You don't really believe. You believe IGN.
What makes you think it's going to
let me
score
answer
higher?
the question or not?
What have you seen that makes you think it's going to score higher?
That is a good question because I don't know what they see to make it think it's going to score higher.
Like I said, I got love for Kojima, so I'm gonna rock with it.
It has nothing to do with the gameplay, just because Kojima is the person that made the game. They're gonna give him a high score because of that shit.
Manhattan.
That's what I'm saying.
This game needs to flop. Because if this shit succeeds, it's gonna give people the idea of thinking that this game is okay to make, and it ain't. Let's be
Where you been at? The industry been doing that for the longest.
This fucking game is a goddamn embarrassment. The fucking game in itself. Kojima
it really is.
Retire and take his ass on somewhere because he done lost his fucking touch. Or better yet, take his ass back to Konami and get down on his fucking knees and grovel at the big wigs up there and fucking ask for his damn job back. Let me.
I do want to say.
Let me say this. Let me say this part because people seem to forget this part too. The man came out on Twitter, man. The man came out on Twitter and gave his own description of what the game is.
Oh, it's there.
I know everybody's seen that. Because I read it myself. He said it was an action game. We didn't see an action game the last 2 days. That's for sure. But his point number two. He also said he has a very easy mode so that movie fans can enjoy the game and not have to worry about the gameplay. Mm-hmm. I don't know. If those ain't the 2 biggest red flags, I don't know what else is going to take for y'all to wake the fuck up and realize
you couldn't have a man, all I know is you couldn't have a Microsoft game with them 2 modes. They will be getting stumped in the mud.
Hold on. Hey, post the chat. Get the chat right quick.
Okay, shout out to Mordeki. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, with the $2 holiday. He say, keep that Sony hate coming 2020. It's over for Xbox. It's been over for Xbox for the last 2 generations. Y'all been saying Xbox is dead. They still here. Shout out to Steve with $2. He say, ask Baron about his hairline. Shout out to Rashid again. He say, we had this same alarmism before God of War. The man in Hawaii.
What are you talking about?
Let me complete it.
What is he talking about?
Let me complete it, and then y'all can respond to the super chat. Baron is literally doing the same insane fear mongering. There go that new word.
Okay, let me answer Rashid. I want to talk about these Gears 5 so moving right along. But let me answer my brother Rashid.
It's some dumbass people that really does super chats.
No. Here's the thing, Rashid. People working about Gears or with Spider-Man. About the saying that they got a graphical decline. I don't think no one ever questioned what God of War or Spider-Man were about. And again, or
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, Horizon. You got the premise that this game comes out in 2 months or November, whatever. It'll be in September, October, November.
Less than 2 months.
And 2 months. You got you mostly, and I'm gonna get the game also. Because I'm gonna stream it. My integrity is always in question. But you have a lot of people still don't know what the game was. I'm hearing from diehard PlayStation guys, right? I can show you my inbox. I mean, that game is dog shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, and still because again, what they've shown has not looked impressive. Like, it's a pretty game, story. I still really don't know what's going on. Maybe we'll kind of trippy. I don't mind about the story being creepy. My thing is about the gameplay. It's like I'm riding a scooter up sideways up a mountain. And the ladders and shit, like it's a lot going on, making pee and dookie bombs, and the main premise of the game, and you got to have enough balance on your back, to carry these goddamn packages across. That's a continent. Yeah, that's some real.
Let me get this last to Coop man by
Coop
this
man.
This Snoop man with the $4.99. He say Baron still play with wrestling toys and Pokemon cards. Stop hating on Sony, fuck nigga.
But anyway, moving right along because it's a heated goddamn topic. I did want to get into this Gears 5, and we have time to talk about Borderlands. Gears 5's abysmal Steam sales debut didn't do well as far as Steam sales. Sales on Steam.
What did it debut on?
Isn't it still in the top 5 sales on Steam?
It says, I'm reading the article here. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, I shout. It says, Gears 5 is any indication the audience for Microsoft's first-party games on Steam may not be as big as we initially assumed. For the longest time, fans of the Xbox franchise have been asking Microsoft to make its games available on PC. It took generations of mistakes and major policy shifts until Microsoft finally pledged that this first-party content will be available on PC day and date with Xbox but only through the Windows Store. Fast forward a few years later, Microsoft making even more welcome coming to also release their PC game versions on Steam. Gears 5 was the first Xbox exclusive to release after its major shift. Despite landing on Steam top sellers list, Gears only managed a player count of 10,000. Jesus Christ, 196 since release. 10,000. 10,000 people bought the game on Steam.
On Steam.
I'm not worried about the Steam sales. I'm more worried about seeing the NPD and the actual.
No, but this is the question though, right? Because I'm gonna go back to what I initially said, right?
It's gonna be low on NPD.
Yeah. I'll go back to initially.
I don't know about that one.
Hold, but I'm gonna say this last thing, right? Yeah. So,
bro, I played the game for $2.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna register.
Look, I understand that, but I mean, didn't State of Decay debut at #1 when it came?
Yeah. Okay. It does go by revenue.
I mean, this is Gears.
Yeah,
way bigger franchise.
Yeah, but we're talking about in a month where you had like 2K come out, like State of Decay came out in a good time.
Okay, but let me say this last thing right here, and you guys can take it and spin it, right? I'm also from the mindset, I'm not hating on my PC brethren, but you are in the business, quote unquote, to sell a box, right? You got to have some, again, you have to give value to your box, and I think most guys, because you console gamers are console gamers, but like I said, even them releasing Forza Horizon 3 and even Gears 4 didn't move the needle forward, as far as sales or giving those franchises a bigger impact within the gaming community. I think, again, they need to pull that shit, roll it back, and not, day and date, maybe 6 months down the line or something, because again, they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. We're talking about 10,000 sales. Like, really? Like, what are we really doing here? Like, 10,000? He said, we do that shit in our sleep. Like 10,000.
I think I don't know. Like, do Xbox games really do that well on PC to begin with? Like, I don't see
But
Gears being a
again,
big
I'm
community on
saying
PC.
10,000. Like, bro, like you
Yeah,
would
that's
do better.
crazy.
I would rather
That's
sell
crazy.
10,000 consoles than 10,000 copies of a game.
Yeah.
Well, you would make more money off the games, but
But
I
I
get
understand it.
what you're
But if you
coming
buy
from.
the
Nah, you
console,
make
you also
more
got to
money
buy
off
the
the
game,
console.
and you got to invest into the
And you
ecosystem.
gotta hell, Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah, and they get this shit for free. Like
But
so again,
here's I'm
yeah.
gonna say this. The reason why it's not, it has nothing to do with the game. It's because the game is great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell people, gamers are finessing the fuck out of Microsoft. This Game Pass, listen, I paid $2 and now I got gold. I play Blair Witch and I play Gears of War 5. And no, I already unsubscribed. Microsoft is
You're
not
really
getting
cheap
any more
though,
money
G.
from
He
it.
said, Puerto Rico, you're really cheap though, and you're
You
No,
black.
extra cheap
are
though.
you telling me I'm the only?
He's a known
listen,
cheapest. He's a known
no,
cheapest.
Nah.
let's be real.
He ain't too proud. He
Nah,
proud
nah,
about it.
you're right though,
You
P-Rock.
really,
I'm just
let's be
messing with you.
real. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm just
you
messing
think
with
I'm the only dude doing this?
P-Rock said that a long time ago. That
He said,
people
Puerto Rico,
was
be honest,
not-
you're really cheap and you're black.
I
Listen,
remember.
listen.
I remember on the podcast. I remember on the
Let me tell you something.
I remember on
don't
the
give a fuck.
podcast
We
a while
black,
back.
we
P-Rock
Latino,
said
we
that.
all doing it. All right, the economy is not in the best shape. If we can finesse a motherfucker, we finesse.
Oh, I'm not negating that. I mean, I got the service. And I'm, okay, go, Puerto Rico.
And then you're talking
I'm
about a group of
important.
gamers that what you gonna call it? They fucking be stealing games anyway. So,
But that's the P-Rock. That's the biggest hurdle for Microsoft. It will be easy for them to get gamers in. The thing is maintaining and making gamers stay. And that's going to be the biggest issue and hurdle with Game Pass. And it's going to be hard to kind of gouge or gauge these numbers in particular because gamers, when a release come out that a lot of gamers want to play, they're going to play whatever. If Microsoft continue with this $2 trend, they're going
That's
to
only
pay that
$1
$2.
and you get out. But
They're going to play that $2, and then they're going to play the game, and then they're going to get out because a lot of gamers feel there's nothing there in Game Pass to keep invested in that ecosystem.
oh, hold on, pay the right quick. Get not Chad, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Chad, man. He say Baron always in character, coming in like the WWE fuck.
Hey, what you doing to your mic, Puerto Rico? Your shit pop. You.
Hey, Puerto Rock. I want to suggest what Puerto Rock said about Game Pass.
This man must be cooking.
Game Pass, I think is a great value.
It is
$2, whatever, and that dollar deal you only get it the first time. After the first time, you can't get that deal again. So let's just rub that out. And also
okay.
you can also get it for like I have it until $1 deal, and then it topped up with my Xbox Live and my Game Pass, and boom, I got it for like $1 in 2021. So I'm invested into the system. Most people that do Game Pass, they don't just get it for a month.
I'm invested too.
They stay invested. The small minority that's doing that, to be honest with you, they wouldn't have bought the game anyways. So if it's 2 million people that did it that way, that's $2 million that Microsoft just made that they wouldn't have made otherwise.
So what you're saying that since Puerto Rock paid those $2, that if he goes back in there, he won't be able to get that $2 deal no more. I kind of beg to differ. Hold on,
Let me respond to that though. Let me respond to that.
Hold on, just let me say this.
Oh boy. Let's say there's no more deals, and let's say I try to again. The next time I do this, Game Pass is what, $12?
15,
right?
I don't know, whatever.
15. Let's say $15, right? For argument's sake. So let's say Halo Infinite comes out, and I resubscribe to Game Pass. It's only $15. It still saves me $45.
But you wouldn't have spent that $45 anyway, so they got your $15.
Here's the thing though.
He's a proud cheapest.
Hey, Puerto Rock, here's the thing.
He is a proud cheapest, and he proud.
Okay, hold on, Puerto Rock. Just to play devil advocate to what you're saying there. Okay, so you get it for a month, so you don't like Halo multiplayer, so you're not gonna want to play it again after that month.
No, I don't. I didn't do it for 5.
All right, let me say this one thing, right? Oh, the answer Puerto Rock, right? Now, the Puerto Rock is a unique case. El Cheapo,
Yeah,
he squeezes the quarter to the English thing, right?
He's like the 0.0.
Not El Chapo. You got, hey yo, you got El Chapo and you got El Cheapo, Billy Blanco from the Bronx, right? I get that.
If anything, the dude that took a year to pay me $20.
Oh shit! Oh, hey, come on! Hey, Peter Rock! Hey, let's not start fighting. Look.
Somebody better pay me.
Pew pew!
Hey yo!
Pew! Shots fired!
Hey yo! Hold up! Hey, hold up!
Let's stop pretending the motherfuckers ain't.
All right, well, hold up.
It's so easy.
El Cheapo, shots fired.
Hey yo!
Everybody's finessing this shit.
Hey yo! Here's the thing, right? Peter Rock. I want to say
It's
this.
easy.
I get that, right? Now and again, like now, right now. If you go to Game Pass, it does have a lot of fucking games in there now. Maybe at the start, but now I got games like fucking what do you call Monster Hunter and all types of Devil May Cry. I got all types of shit in there. But I want to say this, right? Even like what D was saying to Luton, like I said, I remember I think on one of your shows, I think maybe the last Digital Street we did on your channel, whatever. Fuck, I know we talked about the games as a service, and I say if Sony, day and date, they would make them more money. Because again, your $2 to save a million motherfuckers do that, right? We look at EA, right? And EA is probably one. And I'm not to show my hand. I'm not gonna say any names. But who actually watched this show? The same guy that called what's the nigga new up for the racism? The same guy. We can talk about. I give his name off the air. He was watching the show that was on your channel, and then they gave me like the breakdown. Even though you can get Madden, right, or whatever, however the fuck it goes on EA Access or EA Origin through a service for $15 a month. You're still going to see it in the top 10, but even if you don't, they're continually making money from you. You know what I mean? So even if the game, whatever how you say, doesn't chart, or whatever MPD doesn't make a difference, they're making so much money more money as a service. They continue to get you to pay just that and the other. Like it's very profitable. That's why you see again Ubisoft getting into it, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see Konami, because it makes
Ubisoft just started theirs. It's a free trial this month on PC.
Whether the game chart, so we look at it, forget the fanboy shit that we do for the console. What chart, this, that, and the other. It's about money, about fucking the bottom line. Does the Xbox get his ass kicks? Absolutely, but they got their hands making so much money. That's I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about anyone's money, but it makes them fucking money. It does. You know what I mean? Regardless.
I just, not to cut you off, Z, but I just saw on Twitter, I don't know if it's true, so I can't validate, I can't fact check it, but I just saw it on Twitter that Forbes 500 said that the Xbox is more profitable than PlayStation and Nintendo.
Why have I wouldn't be surprised. They have been making them listen.
Stop.
No, he might be right because they don't spend no money on goddamn games. He might be right. Nintendo and Sony.
I'm not going there.
They might be goddamn right.
Well, this is according to Ford. This is to
I'm not going
500.
down that path. I don't do sale numbers, and I'll leave that to Porter Rock. He'll be a podcast.
No. Listen, they do have their hands in a lot of things. That stuff that we don't talk. When I spend my full Xbox shit, Microsoft got their hands in all types of shit from the gaming industry, the controllers and shit. The shit that I don't even talk about anymore. It's not even that, but they do make a lot of money off the gaming, whether from the Xbox or not. This gaming period, you know what I mean? They do, and I guess they have been making no goddamn game in the last 2-3 goddamn years. So I wouldn't be fucking worse for Nintendo and Sony been investing in the gaming.
You a fuck nigga for that.
No, it's the truth though, and they.
Listen, hold up. Let me because ZZ got in the green blooded. You know what I'm saying? He's not reading the fine print.
No, I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna lie. This dog shit, but yeah, it's true. Right.
Xbox, Microsoft, in terms of their gaming divisions,
they the hobo gaming.
But
hey guys, it's according to the Fortune 500.
Put the link up there. I see it on screen. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
I do want to say this though. I came into the Game Pass, then after that it was $10 a month. Then when Microsoft upgraded the service and combined Go, I was able to come back in, even though I had that the previous time I came in at $1. So I'm saying is each time Microsoft add, because we know at some point xCloud and all that stuff is going to be added to the service and more. And each time they do that, it seems they come out with this marketing scheme where, hey, since we added these new things to Game Pass, we're going to make it easy accessible to you for either $1 or $2. And if they keep making that accessible to people, like P-Rock said, people going to keep taking advantage of that shit.
Hey, here's my question. I'm gonna use D talked about, right? You said you upgraded and now you have Ultimate for like 2 years or some shit, right?
You're right.
Right. Okay, so pretty much you already had Xbox Live Gold because you already paid for the money, and then what? You had Game Pass for like a year or whatever. So when you upgraded to $2, Microsoft took those 2 years, and now you got Game Pass Ultimate for 2 years from now on, right?
Right.
Okay, so now from this point on, you're not giving any more.
What?
They took two because you're not paying no more month to month, right?
No. Well, I got paid. Well, I guess not. No.
Yeah, because you took $2 and upgraded money you already gave them, which was Xbox Live Gold, and money you already gave them, which was Game Pass, and they converted shit that was already accounted for into the future of 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate, right? So you're not paying no monthly shit, and you're gonna get access to all their first party new shit. How are they making money from you?
Because they made money, and all the money that I spent on my Xbox Live, that I spent on the original Game Pass.
Yeah,
so I had to stack up my Xbox Live in order to get the 2 years, right?
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying. You already did that. That's money they took from you. That money that they already got from you has nothing to do with the future games that they're providing you. You already paid. The money was already part of their fiscal budget last year. Whenever you did all that, they already accounted for that money. How are they going to make money? Let's say, for example, in 2020, how are they going to make money for you in the year 2020?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have
Unless
stacked.
you do other shit like
I wouldn't have stacked all those years together if I wasn't able to get that deal. So that's money that they got out of me quicker, for starters. Number two, you can't look at it that way. It's a subscription service. I'm subscribed to the service. The money is accounted for the service because I'm subscribed to the service. Just like Netflix, just like Hulu, just like Prime, just like any other service. So you're invested in their ecosystem. Now, there may be a game that comes out that I want to buy an add-on for, or there's some DLC that I want to get, or maybe there's a game that I just want to outright buy and I get it cheaper because I'm in Game Pass. You know, maybe my friend comes over and sees my fucking Game Pass and says, "Yo, that's dope. I want to get Game Pass too." Like, you just can't look at it like that. You just gotta look at it. And I'm subscribed and I'm invested in their ecosystem for 2 years, and that's what any type of subscription company
wants.
wants.
That's not the same for Netflix, unless you're gonna. You got Netflix for the next.
Well, it was a good deal. Microsoft got me. It was a good deal, and you know what?
Let me ask you.
Okay, I'll say, hold on. I'll say this: when it's done and over with, and my discount is over, I'm gonna re-up because they would have given me bangers. It would have been a great value, and I'm so accustomed to it that I need it. Just try to cut your damn Netflix off. See how long you last.
Well, let me ask you this, all right? Because of course you're gonna re-up because dealers gonna make you re-up. But let me ask you this: the next 2 years. Are you getting Netflix for free? Like, you're not paying monthly subscription for Netflix? Like, next month, you ain't got to pay Netflix subscription? The month after? They gave you 2 years of Netflix, and you don't have to pay nothing else.
Well, if Netflix had some type of deal where I could stack it, then that'd be nice. I'd like to stack it.
But they didn't, though, right?
Well, I don't understand what your point is.
Meaning Netflix, Hulu, they're going to make money off you every single month.
but that was a deal that I got. Not everybody got that deal. Most people aren't going to invest like I invest into the ecosystem. First of all, hold on a second and take advantage of that deal. You got a lot of cheap fuckers like you that'll just go in month to month whenever they feel like it, and then you got some guys that'll go in for like 3-6 months. So they're gonna make their money. Doesn't matter how they make it. They're gonna make it.
The biggest Xbox advocates are the ones that are taking a deal, because you guys are the ones that know. The ones
they're getting their Xbox Game Pass. They're out there. They have the AMD cards right now. Hold on a second. With the AMD graphic cards right now, everybody's getting like 3 months Game Pass free with it because they want to get those people on it and they want to get them hooked.
Wait. I'm going to say this. I'm going to interject myself into this conversation and say this. All this Game Pass shenanigans is going to stop when Sony bring out their own version of
facts.
We already
see that's the hypocrisy. You wouldn't hear one Sony guy say what they're saying right now if that was available. Like, you could get God of War Day 1, I could get Horizon Zero Day Day 1 for $1, $2. It's the best thing ever. Sony's the king.
It's gonna go from this. Is this gonna go from
let me help you.
downplaying Game Pass?
My argument is not.
No, I'm not saying you, P-Rock.
No, listen.
I'm not saying P. I'm just talking about the whole conversation on Game Pass.
I don't think anyone's arguing that Game Pass ain't a great value for the gamer. You're playing games for $2. No one's arguing that, okay? No one's arguing that, this is for great gamers who don't play a lot of games or whatever. You could get Gears of War 5 for $2 fucking. That's awesome.
Amazing.
But the question is, if a lot of people are doing that, there's an old white dude on the Microsoft board, he's going to look at it and be like, what the fuck is happening? Like, the numbers ain't matching. Phil, what the fuck is going on? You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying that it's a bad deal. Listen, I'm happy.
Leave them to them, lot.
You understand? Yeah, but here's the thing, though. They're the ones that make the decisions that ultimately trickles back to the games you're going to get to play. All right,
Of course
that's
not,
why that's always happens.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It trickles back to us.
Yeah, you're 100%
So sure,
right, like,
today you might be like, oh, this is great. 4 years from now, you might be thinking, damn, how come Microsoft is mostly making single A indie shit? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, what's going
possible, of course.
You see what I'm saying?
But like, Peter, exactly what you said. Like, example, I had 18 months of Xbox Live Gold for $1. It added up to 3 years ultimate. So I ain't paying shit for 3 years now. Do you know what I mean? But that's a bonus for me.
And listen, and that's great for gamers. I got it. It's cool.
Yeah.
But imagine Halo not doing the sales numbers of the previous.
Who gives a shit, P-Dog?
Well, if you're a Halo fan, you might want to be concerned about that. Because at the end of the day, you get sequels and bigger franchise through numbers.
Well, that's already guaranteed through subscription numbers now. That's the game now. Not only for just Microsoft, but for Sony and soon Nintendo as well. This is becoming a subscription industry.
It's a long-term
game. And this thing that Game Pass and these other subscription services that's going to come in next gen. This is not a short term game. This is a long term thing. This is some shit that's going to build and evolve out the same thing with cloud streaming and all that shit. It's no different than what David Jeffy said when he was on the show. He say Sony will be stupid or insane if they don't find something to compete with Game Pass. Believe me, when Game Pass first started out, it wasn't a lot of great games in there, if any. But now it's starting to pick up. We're starting to see games that we didn't even expect to be in there. Didn't nobody expect Devil May Cry 5 to be in there that quick? Didn't nobody expect a Metro Exodus and shit to be? It's some jewels in there. Not only big, but even some small AA indie games in there. So,
pause, 1 second, pause. P-Rock is like you playing Blair Witch. Would you ever bought that game?
Blair Witch?
Yeah.
No. Nope.
This is how P-Rock, this is how to get you. These type of games.
All I gotta say
you know, with the
I
service.
like the fact that it's on Game Pass, so I ain't gotta waste my money.
Let me ask you this. So let's say I would have never bought Blair Witch, but did Blair Witch really make money? Because I only paid $2. Now think about it. For $2, I got gold, which is I got to play Gears 5, and I got to play Blair Witch, and I'll probably play 2 or 3 more games. So by the end of my 2 months, I'm probably gonna knock out like 7 games.
Yeah.
And then that's it, and it's pretty much over.
Whatever Microsoft gives
money off me.
And listen, here's the thing though. I can care less what these companies make. Whatever Microsoft gives them, but here's the thing. The service ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? People may try something. If you like it, they get and buy it. They release some numbers as far as that, and which is cool. Kudos to them. Like me personally, again, games like Blair Witch, what I got on my the service. I mean, they do got a lot of goddamn games. Some of these multiplayers I have, but I didn't buy Gears 5. I got a couple copies, and I'm just being honest. I gave away. Shout out to Ruhan, shout out to Mike, and shout out. I got one more cool that I'm gonna give away a Gears 5 for the first 2 winners of the game. I'm gonna probably drop it in the live stream today. But I don't know. I'm locked in, P-Rock. I got all the goddamn Gears game here digitally. I don't like Forzas really. I get that. You know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck about Halo. I get to play that. You know what I mean? Live stream it. Whatever. Hopefully, fucking what's Ninja Theory makes another good goddamn game. Hell's Blade is an okay game for $30. Ori the Blind Forest 2. Get to play that shit. Look, Shadow of War.
Games.
Metal Gear. We just talking about Metal Gear Solid 5. We just talking about Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear fucking Survive. Metal Gear Solid HD 1, 2, and 3. Mega Man. They got a lot of shit in this motherfucker.
So let me ask you something, Z.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You also did that dollar upgrade too, right?
The who? Yeah.
So how long you have Ultimate, and you're not gonna be paying shit for months? How many months?
I got it when it was $1.
No, but I'm saying how long is it gonna last?
P-Rock said I got it to mid-2022.
Oh, I forgot. I've been looking at my thing, but I know my Xbox Live. I know my Xbox Live's running out though. You know what I mean? So.
No, it shouldn't be because Ultimate includes.
I know. I'm saying it was running out. You know what I mean?
Yes. So but you know how many? You see what I'm saying? So let's say for you, if it's like 2 years. For 2 years, you're not gonna buy no games.
No, it's only $2 for fucking.
The upgrade.
Yeah, I'm saying it was only $2 for that.
The conversion.
I didn't have Game Pass, so it was $2.
Oh, you didn't.
No, I didn't have it.
So you just
I got it. Yeah, I got it when. Yeah, I got it when they had.
Man, you were probably on your dialysis.
Yeah, I didn't have it. You know what I mean? Listen, the games in there I didn't care for. They didn't really have nothing I wanted to play. You know, fuck, I ain't playing no goddamn Sea of Thieves, none of that shit. But now they're adding, like I said, they added the.
Here's the thing: everybody's comparing these services to Game Pass. I mean, to Netflix. Netflix, they create a shit ton of exclusive content themselves. Okay. And many of those products are big blockbuster titles. Okay. Not a month goes by that Netflix doesn't introduce, oh shit, we released 10, 20 new.
Okay, but
no gaming publisher, Microsoft, Sony, nobody is going to be
able to
keep pace.
Listen, here's the thing,
with new content.
Like here's the thing, what you're also forgetting, right? Microsoft just bought how many goddamn studios? What's that goddamn game Insomniac was making? What's that goddamn game? Bethesda, but who they bought? Not Bethesda.
Obsidian.
What's that goddamn game called? What's coming out?
Talking about the Outer Wild.
Yeah, that come out next month.
Outer World.
That motherfucker in that day and date. You know what I mean? What's that shit? Psychonauts 2, that bitch in there, they come out November, day and date. You know what I mean?
Listen. Microsoft is also using us as advertisement. You know, the guys that are getting these great deals because those deals aren't going to be around forever.
But also, let me ask you something. If you guys advertising Xbox would have hoped, then that's
no.
With the amount of advertising y'all done the last 5 years.
Hey, listen, Puerto Rico. Listen, now you know. Hey, listen, check it out, right? You check it out, right? I've been came out and confessed my sins. Kratos is the one true God, and Sony's the king of the North, right? But again,
you would think Xbox is the only.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing: I think you may be looking at it from the old regime, right? And then only not having many studios. They just bought I don't know about it because I got kind of cursed out last time I showed that internal memo by a friend of mine. But how many fucking scripts? But I don't give two fucks, right? I always let the cat out the bag, right?
That guy called you Z. This is my job here.
Yeah. I got cursed the fuck out. Hey, yo, but again, you know what I mean? I didn't know. I thought it was public. I didn't know it wasn't. But even with the internal memo, they bought all these studios. And I'm not even talking about exclusive software. That's not even an argument. They bought all these goddamn studios. They're going to be making games. You know what I mean? So, you know, and whether they say exclusive or not, they're going to be in the service day and date. You know, listen, what's that goddamn? What's the Outer Worlds? Would I have bought that? No, normally, no, probably not. Yeah, but I'm going to try that bitch on Game Pass and stream it. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. Blair Witch, would I have bought that? Hell, goddamn no. But I'll play this bitch and stream it. So it's the yin in the goddamn game. And you know what I mean? And like I said, with all these goddamn studios that they bought, with Turtle Rock, they bought a lot of goddamn motherfucking studios. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be releasing goddamn games. You know, whether I like them or not, depends on how the super chat, right? You know what I mean? How the audience is flowing. You know what I mean? I'm like, you might see me on Sea of Thieves, capping for Sea of Thieves. You know I'm a true fuck nigga. You know what I mean? but what I'm saying at the end of the day is makes them. I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about anybody's money. But these services, the reason why they're popping up, shit, Walmart's about to do one. Why they're popping up is because they do make money. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers, they have access to a bunch of. Let me say this. Let me shut the fuck up. They have access to a bunch of numbers, you know, analytics that we don't. You know what I mean? That we don't even consider. And that's what was they put it in layman's terms.
They're popping up because they assume. Since they work for movies and music,
they're making money. It's already been proven that Xbox Game Pass is making money.
Yeah, it makes money for them. But whether we see it or not, well, even with EA Access and Origin, the EA's not in the business to lose money. Yeah, they're making a lot of fucking money off this.
Do you think all these companies would be going this direction if it wasn't making money?
There's
billion-dollar corporations.
There's statistics out there that saying that people are buying more games after playing the games in Game Pass. So they're not just because it's an ownership thing there. I know a lot of people are subscribing to Game Pass. So a lot of people are playing games and testing them out, and then they're going out purchasing the game because they played it in Game Pass. Because you never know if you're going to keep the subscription or not. So if you play something you like in there, you're more likely to buy it just to make sure you have it if you discontinue the service.
And also, too, if they continuously put out bangers, like, for instance, Gears 5, they continue to put out bangers at the same type of level and polish that game has.
I don't think that's what happened.
People are going to... No, but they got a lot of studios, man. So these studios they're gonna pump out games. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pump out games. Sony has given us Sony gave us a template this generation of what exclusive games should be. But everybody can copy that template now because it's fucking.
And listen, here's the thing, Dean. That's why I beg to differ.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I beg to differ with that.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Bullshit.
Baron. Nintendo did not show us any type of template on single-player games that are world-renowned, that have universal appeal, and that have ground-breaking graphics. Okay, you play on the Switch. The Switch The Switch.
No,
The Switch.
buddy.
Like,
No.
my cell phone is more powerful than the Switch, and that's a fact.
Buddy.
That's a fact.
Hey,
No,
The new iPhone is more powerful than the Switch.
Hey, Baron.
Facts.
It was advertised you have
buddy,
cooler cores.
That new iPhone is more powerful than the Switch.
Buddy, listen. No matter what you
That
want to say,
that shit more powerful than
can take
a couple
My
of laptops on the
$200
market.
Nvidia Shield is more powerful than the Switch.
That new iPhone more powerful than a couple.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can believe what you want to believe.
Oh shit.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Okay, here we go. Break it down, man.
But as far as that template shit, you need to turn that some bitch sideways. What's
the template? What's the template? What's the template, Baron?
What D's saying? There's multiple.
I'm trying to figure out
templates.
what's Baron template.
There's multiple templates. Sony has it for the single player rolling out. We got to give it to them. Nintendo has it for the gameplay centric, fun kind of game. Like you got to. There's multiple templates that each company is gonna copy off of to try to find success.
Hold on, by gameplay centric for Nintendo, what you going off of?
Don't you do it, Trey?
What I mean is like what Nintendo. Let me answer.
Baron gonna DDT your ass from the top rope, boy. You better watch it.
I will drop him on that stack of dimes that he calling next.
What Nintendo does is find a way to make games that are just fun. And people just enjoy them. They don't have to be graphically. They don't have to have good stories or even voice acting.
Man,
they're just fun for people. That's the
sleep.
template that they got, though. Like you got to give them that. You got to give them that. Like you got to give Sony the single player. They got that.
Well, we want to thank Pizzo, who hasn't been on the show in a while, for a calm perspective.
As always, you know what I'm talking about. As always.
Perspective.
Each one is gonna bite. Each one teach one.
Oh shit!
They gonna bite from each other.
And we want to thank Baron for coming on the show, bring the most aggressive yelling on the show that we have seen in the past. Baron sounds like he's being introduced on WWE, and he's walking at all the fans as he enters the ring.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do believe, and I'm gonna say this because a lot of people, I called the cloud streaming thing, and everybody in the world is coming out of that. I think the next thing here, even from Sony perspective, even though y'all not gonna believe it, they is gonna have their own version of Game Pass. Now, whether the exclusives be there day and date, we don't know. I think they will. I think they either will or it's going to be a short period of time between release until they enter the service. But I think they're off with bringing those exclusives day and date based on the franchises that they have. They'll be in a competitive position to supersede Game Pass at an even faster rate than Game Pass is doing. I do believe that based on the franchise and the content they have. If they do
So
their
then,
own
hold on.
Game Pass,
Let me
it's
say
going to
something
be a
post.
big, it's going to be a huge hit.
Let me say this coming to post up. We already have Game Pass on PlayStation.
What's Game Pass?
Okay, listen, but PS Now, when listen, yeah, it is.
PlayStation Now is streaming.
Listen,
Linda.
Skip. If you play PS Now on your PlayStation, all PlayStation 4 games are direct download now. You can play. You don't have to stream them anymore. So every PS4 game and PlayStation, you can install and play directly. We've been had that.
Game Pass is not a streaming service, though. That's what people confuse.
Oh,
yeah,
post up.
Listen
to what I'm
saying. I'm not saying.
If you are on your PlayStation, you can play the PlayStation.
I see what you're
directly, non-streaming.
I see what you're saying.
Install. You have both.
Okay.
In other words, the thing Microsoft is trying. Listen. The thing that Microsoft is trying to do.
Let him get it out. Let me finish.
The thing that Microsoft is trying to do in the future, combine NextCloud, Game Pass, all that shit. Sony's doing it right now. You got the streaming.
I do agree with that. That Game Pass will be streaming at some point.
You got now. The only reason why you can't install PS3 games is because of the whole fucking architecture. That's why it's not backwards compatible. If it was, you would also be able to install PS3 games. You know what I'm saying? So PS Now is a combination of xCloud
and Game Pass combined,
which Microsoft is going to get to at some point. So I do. I agree with you, Paul. Right? I agree with you.
No,
the
disagree
thing
with
about
him.
PSN.
No, he's right because Game Pass.
He's wrong.
Once XCloud gets
how am I
into Game
wrong?
Pass,
If
those
you
games
go
going to
on
be
your
streamable.
Let's say right now, if you do a 7-day trial PS Now, you can install every PS4 game. You could just download it and
not
play.
God of War, not Spider-Man.
Well, that's because they didn't put day one because those.
That's the problem, Peter.
Right,
that's
what I was saying.
I'm saying
Yeah, you got
they won't be that next generation. I'm saying this is
here's
next
the
gen.
difference.
I was speaking in terms of next gen.
Shane, here's the difference. Shane. Spider-Man sold 13 million in 9 months. When was the last time you heard an Xbox game on Xbox?
That's not the point. Like, look, that's not the point.
I have no idea. I don't.
You don't play that dog shit.
No, P-Dog's a cheap fucker.
That's the thing about it. Right?
But he is right though because XCloud is gonna get moved over into this Game Pass Ultimate thing.
You're gonna have
and
access to
Game
both.
Pass games is gonna become streamable and download. So he right.
Yeah, you're gonna be
doing what Sony is doing now. So he right about
Here's
that.
the thing. So the thing that you're able to do both on your console. So soon you guys will be able to. If you Game Pass in a game, it's probably going to include xCloud. So you could play it natively on your console, and then when you're on the go, you stream it.
The difference.
Hey, Z, your face right now look like these motherfuckers that took over my show and won't let me talk.
Nah, the difference.
My man's trying to find his EpiPen.
This is a good question I want to pose for next gen that I've been thinking about with Sony.
Go make next gen wake up. He's falling asleep.
No, like, fuck it. I was trying to add some emojis for the subscribers.
Answer this question. Now, right now, we could say, like, PS Now would be more successful if it wouldn't have such a horrible launch. But, like, right now, PS Now kind of works as like a bootleg backwards compatibility if you want to play games, right? And older games. And the way how they doing it moving forward is PS5 is supposed to be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
So with these games that we're saying that are right, with these games that we're saying that are cross-gen, right? So, such as perhaps Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, all these little games. Do you think those games are going to be like they're going to make a new version, or because everything's supposed to be backwards compatible, is it just going to be something that you're going to be able to play? And doesn't backwards compatibility make PS Now like irrelevant? Because that's what it serves as now, is to play PlayStation 3 games. So if everything's going to be backwards compatible, PS Now would have to have day and date.
So,
or the PlayStation 5 ain't going to be backwards compatible. Go ahead.
So all right, so let me answer that question. This is the whole thing. So this topic, a lot of the trolls win the whole backwards compatibility. Here's the truth. Sony always done backwards compatibility. PlayStation 2 was 100% compatible with 1. PlayStation 3 was 100% compatible with 2 and 1, right?
The first model, yeah.
Yeah, right? Until they removed it because they tried to make it cheaper. Because, you know what I'm saying? But Sony was always interested in backwards compatibility.
And that's the right
The only reason why they damaged for this gen is because they can't do it. That's the only reason.
You send it to me?
That's the only reason. They couldn't do it because fucked up. They fucked up going with the fucking cell processor.
The price.
Yeah, and it's too costly.
That's not what I'm
No, but listen to what I'm saying. To answer your question, I just needed to give you the quick background. All right.
But I already knew that. Yeah, go.
Okay. All right. So no. I'm just for the audience too that's listening to the chat. Right.
Got you.
PlayStation 5, and I said this from the beginning. Automatically, I always knew PlayStation 5 was going to be backwards compatible because it's x86 architecture now. It's PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's PC. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Once these consoles converted over to x86 like PC, all our shit is backwards compatible. It's over. It's a wrap.
It's over. Yeah.
Carry forward. It's no mythical. That's why PC is backwards compatible for like 30 years. It's because of x86 architecture.
Yeah. Actually, each other games can run on each other's system because they.
Yes, technically. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's deal.
The question I'm posing,
PS Now, the whole PS Now backwards compatible answer, that's a troll answer. But it became so popular. It became so popular that it took a movement and people started believing.
No, the question I'm asking you, Porter Rock, is if the PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible, right? All those cross-gen games, what are they going to be? A new version? Like if
it's the same games. Why would they make a new version?
So there's no need for PS Now to have old games.
No. So here's the thing.
Everything's just backwards compatible.
The reason, no. See, that's the thing. PS Now, the trolls created that narrative of PS Now is being used for backwards compatibility. That is PS Now is being used.
It is.
No, PS Now. PS Now, right? And not even PS Now. Streaming in general was made so that way hardware that cannot run these games can still be played on the hardware. Like when you play Gears of War 5 on your phone could never natively run Gears 5. But because of streaming, you can play Gears of War 5. That's what PS Now is. How can we get a PlayStation game to be run on a calculator? PS Now's the answer.
No, bro. No.
Bro, I'll give you. In fact, I'll put you.
No. You're not responding to what I'm saying though. Like
what?
You keep saying why PS Now was made. I'm saying to you, if PlayStation 5 will have all games backwards compatible, right?
Yes.
All gens, which is, I think was the leak that came out.
Okay.
Then there's no need to have those games on PS Now.
All right. So let me ask you this.
Let me finish. So it's either PlayStation Now will have day and date games moving forward in order to make it a proposition for people to use, or it will continue to have old hardware or old software. But if the software is still old and is backwards compatible, it negates itself.
So let's pretend you're using your idea of they're going to remove the games because you don't need it because PlayStation 5 is compatible. So let me ask you this. Then how are PC gamers going to play those games on PS Now when you just remove them and they don't have a PS5? If you remove all the old games.
If you don't have a PlayStation 5, then yes, having it on PC is a preposition for you to use it. But if you have a PlayStation 5 and all those games are backwards compatible, what's the point of PS Now? I'm thinking PS Now either has to have day and date new games in order to make it something people want to buy, and otherwise you're going to tap into that small PC market.
Yeah, but that's the whole point.
Really
PS Now, the primary audience. PS Now is not really the PS5 audience. It's the audience that don't have a PS5.
I disagree. Well, PS Now wasn't on other platforms at first. It was only on PlayStation.
No. In fact,
when it came out,
it was on more platforms before than it is now. Now it's limited.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. It was on TV.
It was on more.
Yeah, you're right.
It was on more platforms. It was on phone. It was on TVs, Blu-ray players. But they had to cut it back. So remember, again, you got to look at the intent of PS Now. Streaming, the main purpose, because remember, online started this shit. They wanted to provide big quality gaming on platforms that could never run these games. And that's all streaming is. You know what I'm saying? So, yes,
gotcha.
The reason why people still tie, backwards compatible games to PS Now, because that was the narrative that was built, and that narrative got so huge that it took a life of its own, so people started believing, Sony created PS Now, PS4 can't do backwards compatibility.
Factually speaking, regardless of the narrative, it's more older games than new. It took a while for PlayStation 4 games to get on it, and they're still not going day to date. So factually speaking, it does have more older games. You know what I'm saying? And there is no other alternative to playing PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4
Well, look at that. Hold up.
You're making people fall asleep.
Oh shit!
But my bad. They wanted to argue.
What the fuck's this about? Come on, man.
They wanted to argue. All right, my bad.
Well, we already talked about the main topics.
Oh no! Last topic. We can tell about it. Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3.
Damn it!
Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is having some performance issues on the Pro.
He sound like he just woke up.
No, I was listening. I was trying to add emojis to my dog's show. I was letting them motherfuckers rock out, but fans are outraged on Borderlands 3.
He took his Adderall. He back in focus.
Yeah, motherfucker. I'm sorry. The performance on the Pro and the X Borderlands 3 is running like, especially the Pro running like dogs. And you guys in here Borderlands fans?
No, gives a shit.
I'm not a fan, but I game shared it. I haven't played it yet. But I heard it's got issues.
Yo, you still finessing the goddamn game, right?
Yo, listen, I'm gonna let tell motherfuckers know. I'm a Omega level of finesser. I am the most powerful mutant in this motherfucker. Yo, the board members got my picture Crosshair.
Waiting for the sequel.
Like we gotta stop this motherfucker.
But I don't know. People just ask me about Borderlands. I don't play. I don't play the Borderlands series.
It's gonna sell a lot, though. It's popular.
I think the biggest problem with Borderlands 3, I think, is when they're playing in performance mode. That's where they're struggling.
It says Borderlands 3 released on the PS4 and the Xbox One and PC September 13th after a 6-year wait for a sequel to the loot shooter. I never really got into this game. What should we be happy about? Time for fans of the series has turned into a disappointment for some, as console players are reporting devastating issues with the game's performance. Console players can choose to switch between resolution and the cap the frame rate at 30 frames, or performance, or you can get a chance for 1080p 60. But what you pick, what is saying here? But what's the problem?
Yeah, that's the problem, Z. Like when they go for the resolution, apparently the game is running quite good. When they go for performance, it's really bad.
Yeah, it says it runs like
Shouldn't it be the opposite though?
It's performance is 60 frames. Performance is 60
But yeah,
frames.
but like, isn't like if you put in performance mode, shouldn't they tone down the graphics in order?
Well, not the graphics, the resolution. The resolution.
Oh, resolution. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So this guy said it runs like ass on my PS4 Slim. I get that it's an aging console, but the menus are so slow. It feels like it's running at 20 frames a second. Some players have it. Yeah.
It's not good.
It says running like one of my live streams.
Yeah, right. And 60 frames, no lag. But it's like it says having issues.
That's why that show's on a hiatus.
On hiatus.
I'm waiting for a new engine.
Waiting for a new engine.
I need a Ryzen chip.
Need the Ryzen chip. My man SS9, Dan Peace finally understands common sense. Yeah, my man Peace will be out there sometime, man. Freeze will be capping. My man Johnny said next topic Game Pass makes money and IPs now move on. It does. But I guess that is the last. We were talking. Someone asked me again about Borderlands. I have it on the screen there. That was the last topic. No one here, I guess, really plays Borderlands. Who was captain for Borderlands? Was it Moss? But anyway, it runs like shit on console.
It's probably Master Moss.
On what?
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Oh.
Said it runs like shit on consoles. I look at, again, Borderlands not a very graphic demanding game, so I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that shader type.
Yeah,
game, right?
cell shaded. Yeah,
which I don't understand. Why would it run poorly? I don't understand, man. That shit's annoying. Like I talk about this with Emperor. We're playing with Gears, and we were talking about Madden. How the game's broken, right? It's like completely fucking. It's a fucking mess, right?
Is it that bad?
But why all of a sudden is a mess towards the end of the gen? It should be at its best because you've been working on the same engine for 4 years. Like, how can you fuck it up?
Do you reckon, like, when it comes to games like Madden and NBA, they're just rushing the game out quickly?
But you know what? Even if they rush the game, they're just working on the same shit. So how can you fuck it up? Bro, you're not changing anything.
That's why they didn't want to give out those closed betas out to anybody for a reason.
Damn, that shit.
That's why they didn't want to give out they didn't want to give out codes because they knew the game wasn't ready.
Jeez, motherfuckers. Bro.
Hey, yo, my man Bruce Leroy said that when the Pizzo get out the methadone clinic, god damn, they be on Pizzo Hills, man. So my man Pizzo in the meth clinic. I don't know. Like I said, I know these consoles.
Z, this is a quick one now.
Yeah.
When you look at games like Borderlands, struggling to do 1080p 60, are you impressed with Gears 5?
Oh, very much so. You know, with
the 60 frames, I'm talking about the 60 frames.
Yeah. But here's the thing: even we were talking about with Porter Rock, just to go back to the beginning of the conversation about developers and giving more power, what they would do. So it all depends on third party. They make this game because I'm not gonna be surprised if stuff be locked at 4K, whatever the case, 30, and it's a prettier goddamn game, especially for us console guys. And I mean, if they give us an option to do 60, we're not going to have, he said, we're not going to have it's not going to be native, make 1440p or whatever, 1800p, but I don't expect things to be native 4K 60, not from third party, you know what I mean? It's too many different, you got to realize too, this game, whatever game comes out next generation, it has to work on the S, has to work on the Slim PS4.
Are they still going to support the S?
Yeah, listen,
I don't.
Even with Sony.
Maybe in the beginning.
That's what I'm trying to say.
In the beginning.
With the multi-platforms, whatever Assassin's Creed comes out, whatever.
Yeah, they're going to be on Call of Duty.
For at least the first 3 years.
That shit might be a mess.
Yeah, for the first 3 years, we're talking about still making this shit to run on 2013 hardware, right? And yeah. You want to say something?
Because even on Xbox, it might be a little bit harder because the S is a little bit more.
Yeah, it has a
so technically, Yeah, you gotta fine tune 4 motherfuckers now.
Yep, you got the S, you got the Pro, you got the
PlayStation
Slim.
is 3 because the Slim they didn't really do shit with the Slim.
You got the Slim, you got the Slim, the
but
Pro.
you got the Pro though. So
you got Slim, Pro, PS5, Microsoft. I don't think nobody has an OG still, but if they do, God bless them. But you at least have the S, the X, and the Scarlet for sure. You know what I mean? For sure, you got the S.
There's gonna be some shit, man. It's gonna be interesting. Man.
So again, going into the next generation, I forgot about that, right? Especially with the
it's gonna be interesting. Who's gonna be the first third-party developer to show out there and be like, "Fuck it, it's next gen only."
I reckon it's Rockstar.
Not them janky motherfuckers. Nah, not them janky motherfuckers.
Rockstar ain't making the game till like 2032.
They want money.
Maybe 2022, 2021. I'm saying
they ain't releasing shit till like 20. They're gonna do is they're gonna remaster Grand Theft.
Yeah,
and that's still gonna be a top 10.
Yo, Peter, can you believe it? GTA 5 still makes a top 10.
That shit still sells.
I don't understand.
Listen, that game sold more than platforms you're able to play it on.
I know.
How the fuck is that game still selling?
I don't understand.
Hey, listen, they said don't hate the play, hate the game, man.
Yo, I don't get it. Every fucking month, that shit's like top 20, and then it bumps up to like top 5. And like, how?
Yeah.
That game's been up for what, like?
It had DLC, that's why.
And also, too, you got some people, younger kids that have played on the 360 and the PS3, they're just now getting their first consoles.
That shit is wild. I have never seen a game with such selling ever.
That's like the Fortnite.
Ever.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, Fortnite's free.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
This shit people are buying.
Yeah, but you gotta realize again, like my grandson just got his first console last Christmas, 7, 8 years old. I want Grand Theft Auto to play online, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck the case may be. So a lot of kids,
it's a different beast.
You should have slapped your grandson.
Yeah, you got people with kids that are just now getting their first console this Christmas. Whether it be the Slim or whatever, they want Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite. That's what the kids play. They want Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite. You know what I mean? But
I don't get it, bro.
But shout out to, like I said, everybody that rocked. We had a hell of a show today. You know what I mean? Rocked out with the show with us live. Also, too, like I said, I'm going same conversation going over to Twitch. You can, like I said, if you have Amazon Prime, again, you want to keep my black ass and not telling me getting shot. Check it out, right? You can subscribe to my Twitch channel for free. You got Amazon Prime, completely free, and you can support my dog shit shows. Here's the link to my Twitch. I'm literally going over there in 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. I'll flick of the switch. What the hell was that? Sorry.
GTA 5 will never be topped.
And oh man.
So GTA 6 comes out.
Yeah, of course, but like P-Rock, I know me, P-Rock, I said that on Twitter, this game, it just keeps going and going. GTA
they keep adding to it. They keep adding to it, casino modes and all that.
I'm starting to think if they're ever going to make a Grand Theft Auto 6.
Nah, they going to make one.
Because, logically speaking, yes, they would. But Grand Theft Auto 5 sells as much as brand new games that come out like yesterday.
But here's the thing, they still going to support that one. They're still going to support it.
Yeah, like what incentive do you have to make a 6?
It makes more money, but here's the thing, they're still going to support 5. People are still going to play 5. People are going to play 6. 6 is going to be prettier, shinier. You know what I mean? And but 5
but they don't give a fuck about that.
No, but here's the 5.
But
here's the thing, 5 is going to have more content until 6 catches up.
They're just going to be like, man, fuck 6. We just use DLC.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And, but now they're going to do it because it makes money for them.
Hell, didn't they fire people in Rockstar?
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I ain't going to lie. They
laid off a whole lot of people. Them motherfuckers are like, man, all we need is staff just to make DLC. We ain't got to make.
Hey, yo, bro, let me tell you something. 2K in terms of the most janky motherfuckers in the business, bro.
My God.
They worse than EA with fucking 2K basketball. Hey, bro,
2K is terrible, man.
Yeah, they are, bro. Everything I see this day, they janky as hell, bro.
And you used to cap for them, dog.
Born I did. They janky as hell.
And I was telling you, bro, when 2K swallowed companies up, we got less games.
Yeah, but that is man. You know what? I still blame EA. They started this shit when they bought Madden. When they bought fucking Madden, like I'm like, God damn, like you know what I mean. Competition is everything, man. I would love to have another 2K football. You know what I mean?
It wasn't so much that they bought Madden. It's that
they don't even make football.
Because so it's not just that. But so when Sega was making their own football game,
yes, sir.
EA's like, man, fuck that. Since you making a football game, we're not gonna. And that's where the.
Well, yeah, but
nobody ever done that. Like, for example, when Sony made, MLB The Show, 2K didn't come out, well, fuck it, we're going to be... They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So EA purposely monopolized football.
Well, they chose Sony. They chose
And
the
any
Sony.
company that tried to make their own football, they were afraid that EA will pull support.
Well, Sony,
You know
but Sony had their own football with Game Breaker.
Yeah, and they cut that shit real quick once they saw EA was.
But shit, you'll be real. Keep it funky though. Game Day Breaker, whatever the hell, was better than Madden back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That joke move and Game Day '89 and all that shit with the lightning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck happened to the football. They still making their jokes.
2K5 was it?
Yeah, that was $20.
That was $20.
Yeah,
but that was the best football game of all time.
And instead of EA competing,
was so good.
like here's the thing. Let me say before we get on air, if you don't know,
that shit was so
2K basketball
good.
and football has been better than live and Madden for a long time, but just people never gave it a try because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It is what it is, right? But for $20, motherfuckers went out there and bought this shit, and they were
that shit was dope.
They was releasing it like 2 to 3 weeks earlier too, so I'm like, oh, this shit hot. Had your crib and this, that, and the other. Instead of EA competing, they went out there and bought the exclusive rights to baseball. Remember all that shit they were doing? Like shit, I mean, college baseball, college basketball, all types, college football.
They tried to do it with baseball, and baseball said that for
college
third
baseball.
party, for baseball they said for third party, they could give an exclusive right, but if a first party wants to make a game, so that's why Sony has it. Sony doesn't have exclusive rights for baseball, so a third party. That's why like. Third party could go like I think there's like baseball 2K, but nobody plays that shit.
I don't think they stopped making baseball, but they bought the exclusive.
That shit's garbage.
The college baseball, the college basketball, the college football, the college hockey.
Even with FIFA Streets as well. They're just trying to compete.
They bought the exclusive rights to soccer. We call it soccer. That's why Konami actually had a better product than EA. I forgot what
was it.
PSE, yeah, but they couldn't use the real players. Yeah, they couldn't use the real players anymore. That was the bullshit EA did. They fucked up the game with that shit though. You know what I mean? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said at the beginning, if you have Amazon Prime, which a lot of you guys do, you want to support your brother, you can subscribe to my dog shit channel for free. That's just my Twitch channel, but here's the subscription link here. I'm about to go live on Twitch now. Hold on, what the hell's my subscription link? I just had.
Yeah, you just need to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account.
Yeah, they own it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You get a free sub.
Yep.
I want to say one thing to all the Xbots out there. for all you dudes that are capping for Gears 5, I just want to let y'all know. Hey, I beat the game. Yeah. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. Me exposed.
I'm just saying,
if you capping Gears 5,
they probably playing online.
I don't know.
Well, to say something about that, at least they capping for an exclusive.
Oh shit!
Sony guys.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Come on, boy. We about to end the goddamn show. You come with an insult?
Hold on.
The kill shot. He came through with the kill shot.
Is it exclusive? Is it exclusive? Because
is it an exclusive? Really?
Is it exclusive, Barry?
Console exclusive.
So now
it's
console.
Now it's console. I don't want to hear that.
No, it's
at least they didn't have. At least they didn't have the most terrible year ever for a console.
You said exclusive.
Why do you mean they didn't have the most terrible year? They had the most terrible gen. Like, what are you saying?
Hey,
I don't know about
how that was terrible. The year was bad. You gotta keep it above.
Hey, the same conversation on Twitch. Come on over. These motherfuckers, they gonna be arguing forever. Come on over.
A year versus a generation. Which one you taking?
I'm just saying, like, to be honest about both. Good generation, bad year. Be honest about both.
I mean, which is worse?
I'll be honest.
And guess what? There's no end to this.
We talking the whole gen.
What do you mean it's continued? Hold on. So since he brought up
it doesn't end.
Come on over, ladies and gentlemen. Come on over.
Let me ask you.